It's the Bob and Tom Show.
To be honest, I'd never heard of the first bank that treats you like you're Tom Griswold.
This man came in and said he'd never heard of the first bank that treats you like you're Tom Griswold.
I wanted to make a deposit, but I had a million things to do that day, so I didn't want to spend a long time waiting in line behind a douchebag without proper identification or some loser trying to open a checking account with $20. Oh.
We could tell he was a very busy and important customer, so we led him straight to our VIP banking teller. But he refused.
I told the morons that I'd rather eat a raw turd than have to sit and listen to their pathetic little pitch about money market funds, CDs, or squirrel Christmas accounts. Oh. I told them I'd just walk up to the drive-thru ATM. Thank you very much.
The man was about to go out to use the ATM, but we pointed out the armored car in the parking lot.
Luckily, the manager spotted a terribly dangerous situation. There was an armored car at the bank. Statistically, 9 out of 10 bank robberies happen when the security vehicles are around. At the same time, I noticed there was a tanker truck filling the tanks at the gas station across the street.
Oh, boy.
This was the perfect store.
The man seemed rather nervous, paranoid, and suspicious. So we could tell he was exactly the sort of customer we wanted at the first bank that treats you like you're Tom Griswold.
I could tell something was going on and they were going to rape me on the service charges and loan rates.
Yeah.
Perfect.
In the end, we recommended he try a different bank down the street. We didn't need the headache.
I could tell they didn't know what they were doing, and they finally admitted that the bank down the street had better facilities. I left immediately and stopped at Starbucks on the way.
I don't think the guy ever did open an account.
My whole day turned into a storm. I got nothing done. I'm probably going to have Joni or Dee take care of it later this week after I do a bit more research. By the way, did you see this article in the Wall Street Journal last week? It's fascinating.
The first bank that treats you like you're Tom Griswold. At the first bank that treats you like you're Tom Griswold, it's gonna be smooth sailing all the way.
Speaking of sailing, this will only make sense if you're a sailor. Similarly, in the film Master Commander, much of it won't make any sense unless you sail.
Excuse me, your part of the commercial is done. This is the announcer tagline out, and then the music ends.
By the way, this background music is abysmal. I'll have Steve lay down some organ tracks for you to use.
We're almost done here.
I'll have the music bed to you in 3 weeks.
Great.
Hey, good morning. Hello. Welcome. My goodness, do we have something for you today? It's the Bob and Tom Show in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. We have a remote broadcaster with us this morning. More in a moment. There's Christy Lee. She's at the SCAC Insurance News Desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
And remotely, Tom Griswold in Chicago. Good morning.
Hey.
Hey, buddy.
Can you hear me?
I can. This is going to be great. Nothing can go wrong now. Hi, buddy. How you doing?
I'm in my hotel room.
All right, attaboy.
And,
all right.
Alone.
The maid.
Wait, hang on a second. Dorita, that's enough. The money is on the table.
All right. Evidently, Tom, the scenario he's setting up, there's a prostitute there named Dorita, and evidently she's a service.
No, she's paying me.
Okay. All right. Some of that Ivy League semen, huh? Okay. All right. All righty.
That'd be a cool T-shirt line. Ivy League semen.
That's right.
Yeah. When I was in college, there were ads in the school paper.
I know.
For sperm donors. They were looking for a very specific subset of sperm donors. I did not qualify.
Yes.
Josh, did you ever donate sperm?
No, I never did.
Yeah.
Pat, did you ever?
No. Never the blood, never the sperm.
Hey, Tom, I've got a question. Why did you just ask Josh if he ever donated sperm? Were you going to get around to all of us, or you're the one? Josh is the one you think is the smartest. Is that what you're trying to imply?
That's what he's.
Well, I mean, Josh is
sperm's the only one worthwhile.
Well, Josh,
you don't want any of this.
Got some of that reader sperm.
Are you trying to tell me you don't want any of my the Chick McGee white trash sperm? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
You don't want any
97% white
genetically
trash. I believe
predisposed to alcohol sperm?
Oh, there you go. A little Godwin drunk sperm.
It's like a pina colada.
Yeah, why not?
Well, it sounds great. This is amazing.
Okay, we're getting a little echo every now and then, but that's all right.
Okay. Thanks to Eddie for helping me set this up.
Is he in your hotel room with you?
No, he's back. He's back there with you guys.
All right. Okay.
But I've got this little device. It's would fit into a shoebox.
Did you? Did Dorita help you with some connections there? Is that?
No, I got it all done.
All right.
The night manager did. The night manager was kind enough. Thank you, Nelson. He brought me up a coffee.
What hotel are you at?
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, here's what's happened. He's in a hotel room in Chicago, and he's got them working for him now.
Of course he does.
Amazing. It's just amazing. Just amazing.
Oh, Nelson's a lovely guy. He came up and helped me get the Wi-Fi going, and we're all set. It's great.
All right.
And I will be running over to the passport office in a few hours, trying to get my passport organized.
Because, of course, as we know, passports are good for 10 years, and yours expired out of the blue. And you need to get it
paying attention.
renewed.
And as Christy pointed out, for her trip, they wanted her to, your passport expires in, 8 months, but you've got to get a new one now.
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
I heard tell of that.
Why have an expiration date if you're going to pick a 8-month?
Well, but there is some reason that I heard that I thought, oh, that makes sense. But I don't remember what it was.
You're back 2 days before it expires, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's.
I think their thinking is if you're in a country and there's a coup, which is almost often, that happens all the time.
You're at the embassy.
I have a question.
Sleeping in the basement.
Yes, Tom.
When you get a new passport, do they take your old one?
No, not typically.
No, when you renew, no. I asked that too.
Don't they punch a hole in it?
Yeah.
Or
They
something?
punch a hole in it.
I want to show you guys the photograph on my passport.
They give it back to you. Yes.
Yeah.
It is. I told you when I was coming back into the country last time, the guy said it was the worst passport photo he had ever seen. It looks nothing like me. I think the chemical on the photograph, whatever it's called, the fixer, didn't work.
Or?
I look kind of like the guy from the old Cola Nut commercial, Jeffrey Holder. Remember that? Come to Jamaica. I look like that guy, only darker. It's a very odd picture.
I thought it went the other way. I thought you were very, very white.
No.
Oh.
It's a very odd picture.
Huh.
But in any event, what's coming up in the world of news and sports? I'm kind of in the dark up here.
Christy, news desk, what you got over there, darling?
Oh, we have a lot of great things coming up. We have a story about pythons in the news that we never got to the other day. We have magic beans, camel milk. We have, if you're going to the Oasis store in London or in the UK or wherever, your sexual health might be in jeopardy, guys. Listen up for that.
Huh? Interesting.
I saw that. That is a really odd story.
Are the Gallagher's
erectile dysfunction and the Gallagher brothers.
Yeah.
Are they going to finally go with the crowd and try to have sex with everybody?
I guess. Also in Britain, we have a Barbie dissertation, which is very interesting, and King Tut in the news.
Good old King
And have
Tut.
you ever heard of swamp crotch?
Yes.
Well, that's in the news today.
I think the closest I got to swamp crotch was during high school football, probably. But I never.
There's no doubt you had it then.
Never got it. Yeah. Well, I don't think maybe I did.
Well, you may not have had an actual trench crotch, but
Chafing.
anybody gets swamp crotch.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody can?
Yeah.
Yeah, even ladies, and that's in fact what the story's about.
Oh, goodness. All right. And sports, we had a couple of trades in the NFL and NBA yesterday. One I can't understand. And speaking of things I can't understand, Netflix announced that the official trailer for America's Team, The Gambler and His Cowboys, a documentary series about the Cowboys, 8 parts. And its owner, Jerry Jones, the streaming service calls a look back on the Dallas Cowboys era of dominance, which was quite a while ago.
So it's in black and white.
So it's in black. There's an intro by Charlie Chaplin, and evidently,
Red Grange.
Yeah. So that's coming up. It's
Don Hudson.
August 19th will be the premiere on that. We'll talk about how I hate the Cowboys, which will take up most of the morning. So,
all right.
There you go.
I see.
Yep.
Did you see this story? I just have the TV on here about the the kid who apparently fell off a Disney cruise.
Yeah, I have that, and her dad saved her.
Oh, thank goodness.
So this ship is out in the ocean, and the dad jumped off the ship.
Crew members from a Disney cruise ship saved a father and daughter who fell overboard. It was returning to Fort Lauderdale from the Bahamas on the last day of the voyage when the girl fell overboard from the 4th level, I believe, and then her dad jumped in after her. The Disney Dream rescue team jumped into action, pulled the pair into a small boat.
I've got this. Nothing can go wrong now. Goofy's in charge.
Both.
How did the kid fall? I've been on the Disney cruise. It would be really hard.
I don't know. I think it's
I know nothing about this situation. Everybody's okay, right?
Yeah.
I'm guessing the kid who fell overboard was a brat and is a brat. Am I right?
Stuff.
Well, I don't know them personally.
Get down from that top rail. Get over here.
I mean, I was on that cruise with little kids, and I remember they have it pretty. It's kind of like when you go to the zoo. The kids can't climb in with the elephants. I'm wondering if this kid was doing something. Who knows?
I will find out more, I promise.
Okay, well, lucky it was Disney, because that'll be a great Disney movie.
Yeah, really?
Overboard. Yeah,
Overboard.
I guess that wasn't a Disney movie. That was, Goldie Hawn or something?
Maybe that's the new, the next installment of the Gus franchise. First he kicked field goals. Now he's a lifeguard on the Disney cruise. Well, why not?
Well, lucky it wasn't Universal, and it would have been the Jaws theme. Boy, that would have been really bad publicity. There they are, and all of a sudden you're done.
Is that right?
They're not saying how the child fell from the 4th deck, but
yeah,
I'm sure they're not.
Okay.
But everybody's okay.
I mean, just the fall would practically kill you, one would think.
That's got to be like 60. It's like 6 stories or something.
It's pretty
she
tall.
4 stories up, it said?
Fourth deck.
And then
Fourth deck. Oh, fourth deck.
I thought I thought you got sucked up into the propeller if you fell off one of those things.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, it could have stopped immediately once they found out it happened.
No, now, Pat, you've been on a bunch of those cruise ships. Did you ever have anybody go overboard?
Yeah, on purpose. Yeah, no one slipped. There was on Princess out by Hawaii, someone jumped on one of my cruises.
Was it after your show?
It was like 5 minutes after, which is a weird coincidence.
I like how they think it was halfway through. You know what? I've seen enough.
Good beaver gold, man. I'm out of here.
That's it for me.
He didn't say Geronimo. He yelled, "Hack!"
Hacky! I've had it. Hey, that reminds me, Simply Safe gives you peace of mind, a system that works to prevent a break-in at your compound, and we trust it so much we use it here at the Bob and Tom Show out in the hallways. Simply Safe, or most security systems only take action after somebody's already broken in. Simply Safe has Active Guard outdoor protection that helps stop break-ins before they happen. AI-powered cameras and live monitoring agents detect suspicious activity. And if someone's lurking, the agents from Simply Safe can talk to them in real time, turn on spotlights, and can call the police. Did you hear what I just said? That's amazing. And proactively deterring crime before it even starts. No contracts, no hidden fees with Simply Safe, and voted Best Home Security System of 2025 by CNET. And now, such a deal. Visit simplysafetom.com and claim 50% off a new system with a professional monitoring plan and get your first month free. That's simplysafetom.com. There is no safe like Simply Safe.
Well, thank you very much, Chick McGee.
You're welcome, sir.
We have exciting stuff coming up in the world of news and sports. I noticed that we have more news from the world of rectums.
Yeah,
Stupid world rectums?
Hey!
This guy's pretty
wait
stupid.
a minute. You got to write that down.
Yeah, we got to write that down.
A special intro.
Yep.
From the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Q90.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SILACINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
This one here, it's about how the Amish all help one another out.
Oh, that's nice.
Are you ready, Carl? Barry?
Yeah. Graver.
Okay.
All right, fellas. Let's go.
Oh, Yoder needs a new barn, 'cause his burned down and he just mowed his hay. Yeah. So all us neighbors joined in to help your brother is the Amish way. Yeah. And I don't give a hoot that I'm wearing this suit working hard in the midday sun. But there's a guy named Zach claims he's got a bad back, but I think he's next in line to be shunned.
Oh, yeah, he's just lazy. We're all working like crazy. The lemonade was flowing when the barn started growing.
Boys from above today, everyone to shove, and we knew we had a barn raising. First walls made up and didn't fall, we knew it was a barn raising. Barn raising! Barn raising! Woo! Barn raising! Barn raising!
Oh, well, we're always working so hard. It seems like working's all we ever do. Yeah. We only took a short break. We ate our lunch and barely stopped to chew. Yeah. Then they lose the name Zach. He made a dumb crack and the congregation got PO'd. Someone grabbed a board, but then they hollered Lord because it was the main one bearing the load.
Oh, yeah, the barn started swaying. All the women were praying, and Zach started running. This wasn't a shunning.
Yeah. By the time the barn fell, we were running like hell, and we knew he had a barnyard blitz. And the person yelled, wait, somebody locked the gate, and we knew it was a barnyard blitz. Barnyard blitz. Barnyard blitz. Barnyard blitz. Barnyard blitz.
Oh, yeah, although it was frightening. It was very exciting. There was nothing to save him. We're all gonna shave him.
When the smoke cleared, we had his hat and beard. We were finished with the barnyard blitz. Sent him on his way. He's a Methodist today, another victim of the barnyard blitz.
Barnyard blitz. Barnyard blitz. Barnyard blitz. Barnyard blitz.
Everybody!
It's a barnyard blitz. It's a barnyard blitz. It's a barnyard blitz. It's a barnyard blitz.
The Electric Amish, the Barnyard Blitz.
Thank you, evil hellbound heathens.
Thank you very much.
I like that very much.
Can you introduce the band, please?
That one right there is Carl. You'll find him located just above the bass.
Hello.
That's Carl Goodman right there. Back here on the drums is Barry Goodman.
Barry.
Good morning.
No relation.
No.
No, we get that a lot. I, of course, am Graber Goodman. I play the guitar.
Okay.
And I noticed you were talking, you like my guitar here. This is a Gibson Graber signature model.
I didn't know you'd learn to write.
I didn't do my signature.
Okay.
And what's
Gibson
again?
doesn't know about this yet. So.
It's
If
in
it
the
were
shape
your
of
signature,
the.
it'd just be a flying X, wouldn't it?
Oh, if it were my signature, yeah.
Oh, I see. It's in the shape of the thing in the back of an Amish
Slow
vehicle.
moving
The
vehicle.
thing, that's right, Tom.
The triangular. What do you call it? What's that?
That's a triangle.
The triangular thing, yeah, we call them
the orange
triangles.
triangle thing. Well, thanks, guys. Take a little break.
Take a little break.
Go do
do some woodworking.
Is this going to be like your version of a little break where you guys just sit around your ass all day?
Go build something.
Yeah, lazy.
We don't work like the Amish, that's for sure.
Well, we've got some cheese to get to.
Okay. Need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. There's Christy Lee.
Hi.
Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Josh Arnold. Ace Cosby's here. And Tom Griswold is on the road in Chicago, I believe Chicago, Illinois. Is that correct?
Yes, that is
Yes,
the
sir.
Chicago
Yes,
he's in.
sir. Yes.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Is that better than it was before?
You just keep
Check,
getting
test.
better, my friend. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm in my hotel room. Room service doesn't open for another 35 minutes.
Oh, that'll be a delight.
Oh, boy.
You don't really care for that anyway.
Yeah, you hate room service.
Oh, you want them to bring you coffee and stuff, though, right? Is that what you're?
Where are you, the Drake?
I'm not gonna do the show sitting in bed.
You at the Drake, Tom?
No, I am not at the Drake.
Well, it's a famous Chicago
Beautiful
hotel.
hotel. I love the Drake.
Love the Drake.
Holiday Inn Express.
I have stayed at the Drake. I have stayed at the Drake. This is the Motel 6T7. It's
That's nice as well.
I'm kidding.
No, there's no way you're staying.
He said from the Motel 67 sports desk. That's a nice place.
From the Motel 67 Four Seasons.
Sure it is.
We've got letters, Tom. Did you know
Does
that?
that place rent by the hour?
I don't think,
That's always a good sign.
Would you go first?
I don't think it does rent by the hour. Smart aleck. We were talking about dreams a couple of days ago, and I said that you guys, your favorite dreams are flying dreams. Is that correct?
Yes, I love them.
I've never had a flying dream. I have a jumping dream where I can jump as high, and Josh agreed with it.
Yeah, what does that say about the two of us that we can do that in our dream?
I don't know.
Huh.
You'd be good on trampolines?
Oh, yes.
This is from Kevin. He says, in exclamation points, am a dream bounder too.
Oh, how about that?
I can leap as high as trees and land like a dainty butterfly.
Yes.
But try as I might, I just can't fly. Thanks for all the laughs. Kevin from Florida.
All right.
Thank
Good to
you,
know there are
Kevin.
other bounders out there.
That's right. We could start a bounder club, Tom.
Now, do you dunk a basketball or anything?
Yes. Oh,
practical?
yes, absolutely. What do you mean practical?
I don't have dreams where I'm dunking basketballs.
So your problem is you insist bounding's not practical, but flying is practical. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm just asking. I mean, you bound, what do you do?
Well, that's enough that you can jump as high as a tree and land
Look all around.
daintily as I can look around.
Well, I don't like how quick he is to dismiss the boundary.
He just doesn't care for it. He understands flying.
Do you look in the windows of naked ladies? Or something
Yes,
in your
because that's right. That's exactly what. Where am I? Oh, a few nights ago I had a dream. This is from TS Dog.
Oh, no.
I love it.
I was with a group of people watching a tornado form in my dream. The tornado was coming right at us, and we were all very excited to see the inside of a tornado. We got inside the tornado, and it was very calming and an amazing experience. Then all of a sudden, it was over. Love the Bob and Tom Show.
Okay.
Oh, all
now
right.
that's the last of that. All right, listeners?
Yes.
We're not reading your effing dreams on the air.
That was the last one. I'm pretty sure that in the dream, all of you guys died, but that's just me. I don't know. You got a letter over there, Josh?
Yes. This is addressed primarily to Tom. It's from Mary. Mary was driving. She was stopped at a traffic light, and out of the corner of her eye, she spotted a man riding a unicycle. My immediate thought was how fascinating Tom would have found it. He was booking along at a pretty good clip. She says, thank you for the great shows over 20 years. Tom continues to confound and frustrate me.
Yeah, there's unicycle guy in our neighborhood, and he's got like a 10-foot unicycle.
I have to see him.
Yeah.
And I believe you said he'll just come flying out.
Yeah, it's terrifying. But yeah, he's very good. I don't know how you get up on the thing. I guess he has to climb a ladder. But once if you fall, I don't know how you get back up. I mean, you do a running thing like a pole vault.
Yes, I think you actually
second floor window, maybe.
People who can unicycle, I think they don't need like a loading dock or anything to mount. They can put the seat between their legs and run at it and be up on the unicycle ready to roll.
Oh, yeah, I have seen that.
I have seen it, yes. You got a letter out there, Tom?
Pat, I believe I have a request for you.
In Chicago?
Oh, really?
It says, Dear Bob and Tom Show, can Pat sing his sweet potato poop song for the guy with the anal congestion? What was that story, Christy?
I have that. Hold on a second.
Oh, that's right. We did anal congestion. None of us had heard that term before.
None of us had. Yeah, it was weird.
Turns out it pretty much just means swollen anus.
So you got tired. So that means constipation, right? So, okay.
Well, yeah, that's what I would have said.
So
but it's not.
Could you have nasal constipation?
No, but when you have nasal congestion, it's mostly just the swollen.
Yeah.
So it's like the swollen membranes around the ear. A man's habit of watching videos on his phone while on the toilet led to a rectal prolapse. The 33-year-old went to the hospital complaining of severe abdominal pain and blood in his stool. Doctors discovered a grade 3 rectal prolapse, 5 inches of his intestine hanging from his body.
Doctor, there's blood in my stool. Hey, be quiet or everybody will want.
By the way, now we did learn that the grade 3 when it comes to rectal prolapses, that's your number one.
That's the most severe.
You don't want a grade 3.
That is the big boy. Yes.
Yeah.
He admitted to sitting on the toilet for 2 hours.
In grade 4, it looks like you've got a. Grade 4 looks you've got a second penis coming out the back.
Oh man, that's an awful way to put it.
What? None of your pants would fit. No.
Yeah.
Pat?
Yes.
Go right ahead.
Pat, there's your request.
Here we go. I'm a guy who does his business at home. I'm in and out fast. I like to be alone. Then my doctor put me on a new diet. Superfood, yeah. All tried. He says I eat sweet potatoes, but holy cow, I'm at the drugstore. And my ass says now, took a sweet potato poop at a CVS. Sweet potato poop, sweet potato poop. There was a girl in the John taking a pregnancy test. Yeah, sweet potato poop, sweet potato poop. They're a root vegetable and good for you, but they make me go number 2. It gives you no warning. No brown alert. I had sweet potato pie for dessert. Took a sweet potato poop at my church. Sweet potato poop, sweet potato poop. And those grunts and gases don't sound like burps. Sweet potato poop, sweet potato poop. I'm sorry, sweet Jesus, for that smell in here. But there's cash in the basket and the pews are cleared. Priest knocks on the door, asks me, what's up? I say it just keeps coming like 2 girls in a cup. Took a sweet potato poop. Blew up the can. Sweet potato poop, sweet potato poop. They called a cleanup crew and a fireman. Fire in the hole! Sweet potato poop, sweet potato poop.
That was sweet potato poop.
The request has been filled.
I got one. On the first day of July, rabbit on the Bob and Tom Show. Did you realize that, Tom? It's July 1st, baby.
Oh yeah, I've got that all down now.
Okay, good.
Once again, I'm broadcasting from Chicago, and I think do we have all my audio is off sounding good now?
Yeah.
No, but hey, we'll get through.
We're doing it. We're okay. Here's another letter.
I can't.
Yeah. Here's another letter about nicknames. We were talking about that last week. My wife's family had nicknames for her grandparents. Her grandfather, Joe, was an Italian motorcycle cop in Jersey City, New Jersey, and lost a big toe on his left foot.
Oh.
So we called him Joey Nine Toes. Her grandmother, Betty, would get the walking farts.
What?
So her name was Machine Gun Betty. She knew all about it and didn't care for it, but accepted it.
Yeah,
That's from Matt.
I don't know what it is about old people, but that does happen.
The walking farts?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
You know, and it's out before you know what's happened.
Right.
Normally, you can keep good vigilance over your farting, but I don't know. You get older, it just happens. It just starts happening.
Yeah. That ever happened to you on the treadmill, Christy?
No, but it's happened to people next to me, that's for sure.
Oh, they let it fly?
Well, a lot of times, and Tom will attest to this, they're wearing headphones or something earbuds, and they don't know that it's
happening. You just don't feel that you're
they
farting.
Don't realize.
Apparently not.
You know what I think it is? I think as you get older, it's possible to fart and you not feel it. If
Maybe.
you understand what I'm saying,
Yeah.
Boy.
You can hear it yourself. So
Maybe if you're
can't hear it-
Liberace.
There are silent
and we're back to the prolapse.
SPDs. Come on.
I think, Josh, are you suggesting that Liberace's anal tunnel was so
Anal
expanded
tunnel.
that
Yes,
his
it is.
ability to feel, to distinguish between gas, liquid, and solid was diminished?
That's exactly right.
Hey, Tom, I believe we're at the bottom of the hour. Would you like to say something special for everyone listening?
Yeah, hello. Hello from Chicago. I'm in my hotel room waiting for room service to open. And we are, the rest of us are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show. What else is happening, Chick McGee?
Well, this is Dear Bob and Tom Show and more listener email. My wife and I recently did a road trip from Hayes, Kansas, all the way to Richmond, Virginia. And over the years, listening to you, I've compiled a list of places to eat. We started our trip with a White Castle. We then made our way to Louisville to have a hot brown. On our way home, we stopped at Lambert's for some throwed rolls.
Nice.
And a Buc-ee's to fill up.
Whoa.
Thank you so much for all your wonderful recommendations over the years.
Well, that's great, and that's a heck of a drive.
That's from Riley in Blackburn, Kansas.
Wow.
There you go.
And Buc-ee's is the one that's very elaborate.
It's
Yes.
a huge travel stop, yeah.
Buc-ee's is amazing.
And semis are not allowed. So it's just cars, thousands of cars.
And delicious barbecue.
Yeah, their brisket is
And
so good.
a really cute logo. It's like it's a beaver,
Yeah.
Bucky Beaver. Have you seen the logo, Tom? Bucky. Well, you drove up to Chicago.
Yeah,
Is
one
there
of the comedians just was.
Yeah.
One of the comics on the show was just wearing a Buc-ee's T-shirt the other day. Yeah, I don't have any letters up here.
Okay.
Apparently, someone lost my email address.
William sent
what
in.
have you got?
William sent in some more nicknames. These are for people that he works with. Well, he goes by Wild Bill out in Idaho. He says one thing we have a lot of fun with at work is nicknames for our coworkers. They have a person named Motion Light because that person only works when someone walks past.
That's pretty good.
They work with E.T., always wants to go home.
Right.
Kit Kat.
E.T. wants to go home.
Yes.
Okay.
Kit Kat, because they're always taking a break. And, of course, G-Spot, because you can never find them. In Kuna, Idaho. Thank you very much.
Kuna?
Mm-hmm.
How are we spelling Kuna?
K-U-N-A.
That's Kuna, Idaho.
Could be Kuna.
And once again,
Close.
I beg your pardon?
Could be Kana.
It sure could. Dear Bob and
Do
Tom
they have
Show.
a TV station there?
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Kana TV.
We are
This is from Matt. He has a Confucius say for us, a couple of those. Confucius say, man who runs behind car gets exhausted.
Yes, he does.
Man who runs in front of car gets tired.
Okay.
Okay. And good morning, Tom. An amazing crew that keeps Tom from getting the show canceled. This is from Adam. You were just talking about a European drive-through, as they have right-hand drive over there. As a teenager, my friend that had a car would go through the drive-through in reverse and make me, as the passenger, make the order. Every time the person at the window would be so confused when we got to the window. Chick, if you do move to Europe and take your car, you have to go through the drive-through in reverse. I don't believe this.
Nobody's doing that.
They're messing with me.
You can't go in reverse. Well, you could, I guess. But.
He goes and follows it up with just a piece of advice for those of you who want to have real world knowledge. I know people like Tom that may have an Ivy League or upscale education wouldn't understand. As you can tell, I've been listening to you guys for over 30 years. Thanks for all the laughs and amazing mornings. Adam from Southern Oregon.
All right.
I'd never heard anything from Southern Oregon. And
now, Christy, you have a right-hand drive car.
I do, yes, but I don't go through drive-thrus.
Okay. Can you ever gone through with a passenger?
I don't think so. No. I'll try it and let you know. I'm sure it'll be.
You got to do it with your dog in the passenger seat. That way, when it pulls up,
maybe Andy'd want to go with you.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be great, Tom. Thanks a lot for mentioning that. If she can find me, I'll go to the drive-thru.
Andy won't drive my car.
No, I don't want anything to do with her. I mean, her cars.
He doesn't like the right side drive. It kind of freaks him out.
She'll be having a grande latte. I'd like a grande hemlock.
Jeez.
No ice.
No ice.
Just full hemlock.
He threw in no ice just for
extra hot.
Yeah.
Burn my larynx.
Christy, do you have a message for us over there?
Yes, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. You know, workplace stress has been rising lately.
Oh, yeah, it has.
Oh, boy. Emails.
Some would say through the roof.
Back-to-back meetings. You know that constant pressure. Summer might be the perfect time to pause. Take small steps toward your own wellness. Just getting out in the sun for 15 minutes could help. But what about therapy? It could also help you navigate whatever challenges the workday or any day might bring. And that's where BetterHelp comes in. With over 30,000 therapists, more than 5 million people served globally, it's incredibly easy to fit into your schedule. You can meet with a licensed therapist right from your phone and even switch anytime. If you don't like the therapist you've got, try somebody else. They have an App Store rating of 4.9 out of 5, which is great. They're helping a lot of people. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Unwind from work with BetterHelp. Bob and Tom Show listeners can get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/BT Show. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/BT Show.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. What have we got coming up in the world of sports, Chick?
We got a couple of trades, and at last, we're going to have a documentary about the Dallas Cowboys. That's exciting, coming up on Netflix. Everything I say, I mean the exact opposite. I'm very happy about that Dallas Cowboys documentary coming up. And we might have a new coach for the New York Knicks basketball team. We'll talk. A good man, actually, they're looking at hiring. So we'll talk about it when we come back. How's that sound, Tom?
And the Dallas Cowboy Netflix special is celebrating the glory days.
That's exactly right. Yeah, the dominance of the Dallas Cowboys. That's right.
And we determined it will be in black and white.
It'll be in black and white with a
From
special.
the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
up with your brewer. Switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
I don't mean to be mean here.
You know what? You can ask me anything. Okay. I'm an open book. Just throw questions at me.
Do you eat kangaroo?
I personally don't. I'm vegan, so I'm one of those folks.
Sure.
How far into the interview did I manage to get that grandstanding in?
That's okay.
No, but kangaroo is a delicious lean meat. People love it down there.
Tom can't eat kangaroo.
No, it makes me jumpy.
Randy.
I pulled that joke out of my pouch. Okay.
Good Lord.
I'm so sorry.
Good Lord
so sorry.
indeed, Randy.
I was trying to.
See, this is the thing. You're trying to set me up for gags. I'm just dead bad. I'm now the straight man. I'm playing I'm not the wacky character on the side. I'm just going to set them up, lob you some big balls, and you can knock them out of the park.
Thank you. Our guest is Randy Feldface. Mr. Feldface. Do you have brothers and sisters?
I don't. I'm an only, and I'm like the last of my species.
You're the last of the Feldfaces?
Yeah, I'm a critically endangered species.
Are you on Feldface book?
I am on Feldface book. I started Feldface book.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just me and Grover. Yeah.
Sometimes he's near, and other times
at Randy Feldface. At Randy Feldface.
At Randy Feldface on all of the socials.
Instagram. I just put him up on Instagram.
TikTok. Are you TikToking?
I'm not TikToking. I'm Instagramming.
Get on the TikTok.
Okay.
We'll make one right after this. We'll just dance around like a couple of boomers trying to get attention.
All right.
How old are you?
I'm 42.
Oh, okay. Great. Yeah. I'm 44.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you, yeah.
How are you finding your 40s?
I love them, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Like a good mix between being an adult and still identifying as younger than that.
Right. Yeah. You can still get away with, I have no idea where you are, by the way. I'm just looking generally in the studio. Are you finding like you've changed? Have you grown? Have you matured?
I have.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Like a fine cheese.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the aroma is there too.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's the state aroma of you is an aging cheese.
More sort of a Limburger.
Yes. Finally, I feel seen. Thank you, Randy.
I smell like a gym sock at this point. I've been on tour for so long. I'm literally just a felty. The sweat just seeps into my felt.
The puppet is dancing. I've never been happier.
It's Mr. Feldface to you.
There is Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
The I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Willie Griswold. Willie can't speak. He's laughing so hard. Yeah. There's Ace Cosby.
You gotta watch this tonight on YouTube.
I'm Chick McGee. Yes, you can see all this on YouTube. And here is Tom.
Now, where do you find it on YouTube, Ace?
YouTube.com.
Now, I thought we would introduce our guest once again. He is Randy Feldface. Are you self-conscious about not having ears?
I work great on radio.
Okay.
It's literally just me dancing.
Yep.
Tune in on YouTube. It'll make more sense.
Yeah, sure. Now, you probably have trouble hearing me since you don't have any ears.
I do. They're just very small.
Okay.
Really, really tiny.
Yeah, yes. Little ears.
Same goes for the nose, obviously.
Yeah, no, okay. I don't have a nose.
Okay.
Randy, you don't have a nose. How do you smell?
Terrible. Bow. Chicka down, down, down. Woo. Does that mean I'm officially part of the team now?
Yes, you are.
Yes, I did it.
Now, Bob has split the hot dog and put the cheese down the middle of the hot dog.
Good. That's fine.
And now you're going to stuff that in the
And I had to surgically remove the end of the hot dog. I circumcised my hot dog.
to fit in the Twinkie.
So it'll fit in the bun.
Now, did you? That isn't a bun, though. It's a Twinkie. Now, did you take?
It is the bun, my friend.
Did you take the cream out of the Twinkie?
No.
No, you don't want to do
nuts?
that. Why would you take the cream out of the Twinkie?
Why would you take the cream out?
I'm going to take the Twinkie and shove it in there. Take it, Twinkie. Oh, the Twinkie split open.
Look at that.
Let me see. Hold up your Twinkie. Now, Bob's looks.
Oh, boy.
How does it taste, Bob? Bob is now taking a bite of the cheese Twinkie hot dog.
Say the secret word, the dog will come down and give you $100.
Bob, your thoughts?
That's not bad.
So you've got the Twinkie, which is a cake instead of a bread bun.
It's actually not bad.
Well, Bob likes it.
A little sweet taste, a little salty taste.
Holy mother of God, that's delicious.
Oh, my God. Have we done a calorie estimate on this?
I want to make a point that Bob is using a hot dog to
As a pointer.
As a pointer.
You have got to try this.
Me?
Yes.
No.
Just one?
Yes.
One little bite.
One little bite.
Just one little teeny tiny bite.
Do you want over here? Come over here and buy my hot dog.
No, we can do it tomorrow if you want to add bacon.
Oh,
we can make
no,
arrangements.
she's eating it now. She's eating it now. Oh.
Okay.
Go, baby, go.
I hope none of this creamy stuff gets on your cheeks.
Now, Bob, put your hand on the back of her head. Sorry, I don't know what that was all about.
Don't hold her ears. Just,
You're gonna love it.
You're gonna love it.
You're gonna live.com. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Christy Lee, Ace Cosby. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. We have a remote reporter this morning. Tom Griswold is in the city with the big shoulders. Hog butcher of the world, Chicago, Illinois. Tom, good morning.
Yeah. They're butchering hogs, but they aren't serving coffee yet.
Boy, we are up to our ears in Java House. A glut, really. We don't know what to do.
There's almost too much coffee.
You have so much Java House coffee?
Well, wait a minute. Hold it.
Room service opens in 12 minutes.
What happened to Nelson and your coffee? Where did that go? I thought you hooked some.
Well, Nelson got me one an hour ago, but he's busy, and I guess
It's never too busy for you.
But that was really nice of him to go up to the concierge level to get me one. Whatever that means.
I don't know why you're not on it.
Yeah, why aren't you on the concierge level?
I have no idea.
Tom, I would like you to
barely able to get here.
Order a tray of pastries as well. I know how much you enjoy your breakfast pastries.
Now, you know me, Tom. I can't let you saying something like, I was barely able to get here. I can't let that go. Do you have a story about getting up to Chicago yesterday, or just it went swimmingly, or
exit?
Was there a problem?
Are you familiar with the downtown area? And
I am. Yes,
if you go,
very much.
If you go down, there's that place where you go kind of lower Wacker where you're underneath.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
The
problem is often the
GPS
the navigation
goes away.
then quits.
Yes. I've been there.
So then you end up somewhere in Iowa.
Gary?
Where do I turn? I went right by Gary.
Oh, yeah.
But it's all good. I have the TV on in here. They were just showing that the Jeff Bezos wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of backlash
Venice.
from the Bezos wedding and how much he's like $50 million for the wedding or something like that.
Good for him.
Yeah, I don't know why people are bitching. He got that all back at the cash bar. I mean, he's
sure.
Boy, would that be the best thing you ever heard if it was a cash bar at the Bezos wedding? And
Wouldn't that be great?
Kardashian had to get her phone out. You accept Apple Pay. Is that okay?
She goes, you have to pay in lira, ma'am. What?
Yeah.
Do you think anybody got them an Amazon gift card?
That's fun.
I hope so.
funny.
You'd have to as a joke almost.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's hilarious.
But there's something about that whole thing. I'm all for whatever. You guys know me. I'm a capitalist. Good. If you've got the money, spend it. Why not? Have fun.
Flaunt
There's
it,
something
baby.
about the whole thing to me that is just gross and people going who I promise you have never met him just so they can get in front of the cameras. Jeff Bezos and Oprah don't talk a lot.
Yeah,
Are
that's
you
what I
kidding me?
thought.
There's no way.
Well, and now there's a backlash on celebrities who didn't get invited that are whining. It's like, come on.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. Well, I mean, I guess if you look at it one way, the city of Venice is getting a big infusion of money, so they really shouldn't complain about that, right?
Yeah,
Well,
you
they
would think
complain
would.
about everything, though. Venice is picky. They don't really like the tourists that much.
I've been there. I'll take Florence over Venice any day.
Oh, I love that.
But,
I was just telling Josh this morning, we were talking about Venice versus Florence.
Venice
and I
v.
tell you,
Florida.
You're exactly right, Tom.
well, Chick, your idea of going to Italy is to going to Milan, Michigan.
That's exactly right.
As I
Check
remind
out the laundromat.
No, my idea of going to Italy is opening a Chef Boyardee can of SpaghettiOs. Kids, we're going to Italy tonight. Yeah, oh yeah.
Don't go knocking Chef Boyardee.
They love it.
Josh and I will die on the hill that Chef Boyardee ravioli is the best of the canned pastas.
It's not. The best of the canned pastas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, canned pasta.
And sometimes better than restaurant ravioli.
SpaghettiOs are dreadful. They're has anyone ever made an al dente canned pasta?
I don't think so.
Has to be a kit.
Yeah.
You put it in 2 parts. Now, we promised some news from the sports page. Is that correct?
Yes. The top story in this reporter's list here is yesterday, Netflix released the first official trailer for a documentary called America's Team, The Gambler and His Cowboys, a documentary series, 8 parts, about the Dallas Cowboys and owner Jerry Jones. That Netflix
it's about the glory days, so it's not a talkie.
That's exactly a look back on the Dallas Cowboys era of dominance. In December, Netflix announced the series on Jones and the Cowboys, saying that in 2025 we go inside the story of the Cowboys owner, president, and general manager Jerry Jones risked everything for a chance at transforming and leading the franchise to 3 NFL titles in last century is what it is, in the 1990s, and his imprint on the global sports business landscape. I bet they had to come up with that to get Jerry to agree to the documentary, it sounds like to me. Netflix.
Did we determine, Chick, remember we were looking at what team sells the most merch?
Yeah, I'm sure it's far and away the Cowboys. It's got to be Cowboys, Steelers, Raiders, Packers.
I thought it was San Francisco.
Possibly. It's that could be up there as well. I'm not
maybe we were just talking about jerseys. We were talking about it a couple of weeks ago. And
49ers sell the most merchandise in the NFL, according to a recent study by Licensing International.
That's surprising.
That is.
Reporter.
Cowboys, Lions follow closely behind.
The Lions up there is really a big jump for them. Yeah. But they're good now, right? Have you heard? They're good now. I'm not sure how they got knocked out of the playoffs last year. I forget. Oh, yeah, that's right. Sweet baby Jaden Daniels and the Washington football team. Now I remember.
How many Jaden Daniels jerseys do you have, Chick?
Just one right now. I haven't found a tackle twill jersey that I like, to be quite honest, and you don't know what I'm talking about, but those who know what I'm talking about.
If you know, you know.
Well.
Right. No, the tackle twill jersey is the actual number sewn onto the jersey. What most often you get are the jerseys with the painting screen print to the jersey, and I don't roll that way.
You don't, and you shouldn't.
You know what? I agree with you. You shouldn't.
If the number's not sewn on, I don't want to.
If you're a kid, it's okay.
That's right. Yeah. Yes. If you're a baby, you can have one.
So how much what is the price point on the sewn-on quality jersey?
Well, Tom, I'd really rather not talk about how much things cost.
May I guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
200?
I was going to say 250.
I'll
go 3.
You're both. Pat's the closest. You can get what they say is an on-field jersey. You can get this online for $374, give or take.
Okay.
Not that I know exactly.
So it cost as much as Jeff Bezos' wife's wedding dress.
A little bit, yeah. It's in the ballpark. Let's put it that way.
$350. You're right.
There is a lesser jersey that's like $175. That's not the cheapest, but it's right there in the middle that you can get. But I don't care for those either. But I did buy one of the 175s to hold me over until I can get a tackle twill jersey.
Nice.
So do they have the names across the back?
Well, yeah, of course. It would say Daniels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
you don't want McGee.
No, I don't. I'm not. I don't have any jerseys that have my name on the back of them, fake or otherwise. I don't care for that. I might get one that says Chick, but I haven't done that. Mm-mm. Do you have a football team jersey? I thought you did. Tom?
Me?
Yeah.
I got a bunch of them. Yeah, absolutely.
You do?
Well, you probably had them given to you, right? A commemorative.
You've never worn a jersey in your life, have you?
Yeah, every once in a while I'll wear one to a game. The problem is they don't have any pockets.
Oh, boys, yeah.
And I would think
a problem.
I would think the performance of a nylon jersey might break out your precious elitist skin a little bit. Wouldn't that be
100% cotton?
I had a guy offer to turn one into a sport coat.
Oh, that's funny. I would have loved to have seen that.
I could still get it done. Obviously, yeah, that'd be pretty cool, I think. Kind of a nice...
An NFL jersey sport coat?
Yeah, but it would have to be, it couldn't be the blue one. It would have to be the white one, except you couldn't wear it after Labor Day.
Oh, yeah, sure. That would be gauche.
I mean, they do have NFL team. They do
sport
have
coats?
Blazers.
Oh, yeah. Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
All over print.
Yeah, all over print.
But who wants to look like they work in the front office? Well, no. This is what you get.
It'd be funnier to be to convert a jersey.
It's a sport coat that has the logo all over.
Gotcha. Yeah, that is fun. Yeah,
that's fun. Okay. So anyway, the Cowboys documentary coming out August 19th. Who is not?
Are you going to have a party at your house?
I wonder if they're going to go over in the 90s the drug use that was rampant on the Cowboys and Michael Irving, and they had a place they went to called the White House, and they called it that because that's where the white powder was.
Oh, really?
And the whores and the thing. I wonder if they'll cover that.
Whores.
My God, the whores. I wonder if they'll cover that in the Netflix documentary. I don't think so. Tom, back to you.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Once again, I'm in Chicago doing the show from my hotel room, waiting for room service to open. Ate at a nice Italian place last night.
Oh, we'll hear about that when we come back. That sounds exciting. Yeah.
Well, it's not a very long story. It was the second place we went to. The first place, I ordered the SpaghettiOs, and the guy said, "We don't serve that." I stormed out. "You call this an Italian restaurant?"
Oh, I see. You don't want to talk to us. You're setting us up for a bit.
Jokes,
like you're a comedian. Okay. I thought we had a better relationship than this.
Willie and I had a nice dinner. I'll send you the picture.
Okay.
From the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening. Portions of the show brought to you.
We have the young Shane Moss, comedian from Wisconsin, now living in Boston.
Yeah, I got the Ghost of Christmas Future.
There you go.
Right next to me. So it's not too late, is it? I can still change.
You can. Turns out it is too late.
Oh, yes. Now, you mentioned that your girlfriend is a veterinarian.
Yeah.
Now, did you have any normal jobs prior to this comedy thing?
Yeah, I had. I did a lot of manual labor type stuff. I worked in a factory for a few years. Worked construction. The worst thing that I ever did was I was a temp laborer.
Yeah.
Which was just an awful job, and there's like no health insurance or anything with it. There's just workman's compensation. So anytime I need to seek medical attention, need to be a work-related thing. I'd have to call up my boss and be like, "Yeah, I don't know, I better go and see a doctor." It's just yesterday, I think I was just picking up a little bit too much weight, and I think I might have gotten herpes.
Yeah, I better have that checked.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's insane all the things you have to worry about. Like I remember when I was in grade school. I'm not that old, but just 20 years ago in grade school, the biggest concern was don't share hats. You might get lice.
Oh.
Yeah. They're much more serious now. They're like, don't share needles. You might get AIDS.
Yeah.
Well, at least you can share hats again. Who cares about lice?
Yeah, how true.
I see. Shane Moss is our guest. We've talked about the fact that you drive all over the place.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this. This is one of my favorite topics. Kind of an inside showbiz thing, but every once in a while you get what's termed a hell gig.
Yeah.
Maybe you're on stage and you're in a small club or a bar and they've got a TV on over here. There's a pool game going on. People aren't paying attention. Do you have any great hell gig stories?
Well, I have a few, and I'll tell one anyway, and then if we have time for more, that's cool. I'll combine cars and a hell gig. How's that? I was in Detroit recently, and this actually wasn't a hell gig at all. It's just kind of my fault. I made a little mistake. Detroit's kind of a little bit dangerous. It's actually ranked the most dangerous big city in the country, and if you remind them of that, they will kill you.
Or try, yeah.
and I let it slip on stage that I drive a Hyundai. Which is a sin there. And I had to explain to him, I was like, listen, I'm all for supporting American-made products. I don't want anyone in Detroit to lose their job or anything. It's just that if I'm driving through Detroit, I want the most reliable vehicle possible. And,
wow.
That didn't go over very well.
Like our girls have dumped us.
Whoa, baby, blow me.
A kiss as you're leaving.
Blow me.
Oh, a kiss right now.
'Cause if you're gonna leave me, honey, I will surely miss the way you blow me.
Blow me a kiss.
Merci, madame, voila les bearded clam. Your biscuit, your beavage, I see your cooter cleavage. Your monkey, your muffin, you ain't had nothing. Your Gucci, your flapper, you're showing off your snapper. Your camel toe, it looks alright, so baby let it show. Looks like a big taco. I see your camel toe.
Menage à trois. One man, two women, ooh la la, find a friend to play. Surround my face with tea and day. You say you're straight, but you're not bi. How will you know until you try? The thought of nookie makes you sick. Just hold your nose and take a lick. I wanna be Bob. What more can I say? I would smoke and drink and play golf every day. I'd have a lady for a caddy. She could hold my balls while I play. I wanna be Bob. We wanna be Bob.
Aging Richard Smoker. Aging Richard Smoker.
His name is Richard, but they call him Big Dick.
I'm looking for a big dick smoker.
Bend over, Prison Rich. Prison Rich.
Turn out the lights, 'cause I can hardly wait.
Yeah. Prison Rich. Prison Rich.
When I get out, I'm ready to go straight.
Bombs and Aspen. Bombs and Aspen. And Bob likes blues and
I'm going to be my own country. I don't need power from anyone. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the SCAC Insurance News Desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Jeff Oskey joins us.
That's right.
More on that in a moment. Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. And on the road, we have Tom Griswold, and we have a couple listeners checking in, wanting to know how Tom's broadcasting from up there in Chicago, Illinois, in his hotel room. Would you care to hear a couple of the questions, Tom?
Well, I've already got a guy weighing in I have a letter here from Mr. Piercy.
Okay.
Who says, anybody taking bets on how long it is before Tom hits the wrong button and we don't hear him for the rest of the show? Very fair question. Thank you very much, Mr. Piercy.
This is from James. Please tell us that Tom took a full desktop tower computer with a huge monitor to his hotel in Chicago, just like he did for the Texas trip years ago. ... all in caps, get a laptop. That's from Jim. And then he says, go Buckeyes. So, Tom, are you? Do you have a laptop or do you have the desktop up there?
Comically, I did bring a laptop. I brought my daughter's laptop, but it would not interface with the Wi-Fi. So
is that right?
Oh, come on. A lot of laptops won't. Yeah,
a lot of laptops won't hook up with the Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's a real common problem. That almost never happens.
Load of crap.
So I'm actually just using an iPhone, and I got my iPad working because my good friend Nelson, as you know, he put me on the private Wi-Fi.
Oh, wow.
So,
is that right?
Yeah. Yes, I did. I brought my daughter's laptop. As you know, I don't approve of laptops. I find them annoying. I hate the trackpad. And so, but yeah, I couldn't get the Wi-Fi to work up here. So,
boy. Isn't there a trackpad on your iPad?
Okay now.
There is,
yeah.
Yeah, but it's all good. I haven't hit the wrong button yet, so we're fine.
I have a letter.
We're moving forward in life.
We've got a letter. Christy Lee has a new letter.
This is from Benny in Kalamazoo. Josh, I have never laughed harder before yesterday when you said Tom puts it in the hole of his Paddington DVD. I was in a meeting. I was supposed to be paying attention, but had one earbud in.
Oh.
Literally laughed out loud while the boss was talking.
I love Paddington, too.
That was a hell of a stretch.
Once again, I'm a big fan of the movie Paddington 2.
Yeah.
Paddington 3, not so much. It's been a while since I've played a DVD, but thank you, Josh.
You're welcome. This letter is for, I believe, what you call a conversation starter. It should really get things buzzing here in the room.
All right.
Comes to us from Zach. Josh, what is your preferred fishing knot? Oh, well, I think we all have things to say about that.
Fishing knot.
How many fishing knots are there?
Well, you've got your clinch, polymer, drop loop. You know, you go, I am a polymer man, unless I'm throwing top water, in which case I will occasionally do a non-slip loop knot.
Tom, your thoughts on what not to use while you're fishing?
A sheep shank.
That's
well. Actually, Jeff Oskey is in the studio. What knot do you use when you're fishing?
I use the polymer.
Mm-hmm.
You're both polymer men.
Well,
it's a sturdy knot.
It's a hardy knot.
Yeah. It'll get you where you need to be.
And by the way, Tom,
you guys keep this up. I'm cranking one off watching the local newscaster.
Hey, by the way, Tom, Jeff Oskey is in the studio, and he is sitting in your area.
That's right.
With his butt.
Yes.
With his butt.
Oh, yeah, I'm touching all your stuff.
Oh, boy.
Dear God. Well, I'll sanitize it when I get back. I'll be back tomorrow morning.
Hey, what's this pack of condoms doing over here, Tommy?
And in case of
there's a whole bunch of gels and stuff that what's-her-name left there when she was
Sadie
there.
Allison.
Sadie Allison. A bunch of her junk is over there.
Sadie.
Bunch of her
There's some
junk.
kind of like a kosher lube.
Yeah, these are
like dill.
some Skin Elite 12 latex condoms.
Sheer.
Oh, the 12-inchers? Yeah, those were too small. You can take those with you.
Too small.
Thank you.
Hey, in sports, real quick, we just got a couple things because this is truly the lull in the sports world. Just Major League Baseball right now, and we all know there are too many games. But the Houston Rockets have continued their offseason improvements. They added forward Dorian Finney-Smith. I don't know who this is, a 4-year, $53 million deal. As NBA free agency continues, the Rockets also added Kevin Durant. You remember that. LeBron is re-upped with the Lakers for right now. In the NFL, the Dolphins are sending all-pro cornerback Jalen Ramsey and Pro Bowl tight end Jonnu Smith.
The Dolphins make me cry.
And a 2027 seventh-round pick to the Steelers in exchange for all-pro safety Minkah Fitzpatrick. I'm not sure why Pittsburgh They must know more than I do.
Is this your minka?
Has anyone seen my minky?
Does your minky bite? No, that's your dog bite. Does your dog bite?
Yeah. It's not my dog.
And oh, by the way, buddy, friend of the show, a person with knowledge of the details, say the Knicks are talking for the second time with NBA Coach of the Year Mike Brown for a second time that they seek Thibodeau's replacement there. And all Tom Thibodeau did was take him to the playoffs 2 years in a row after being out of the playoffs for what seemed like decades. So, and he got fired for that. So what are you going to do, Tom? Do you hear now when you go to Chicago, Tom, and you're up there this morning in a hotel room, do you stop by Michael Jordan's house right away? Or do you, Mike hears that you're in town and he calls you immediately and said, you get on over here, dog, or something like that? You know how Mike would, Mike.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
No, Willie and I had a nice dinner last evening. It was great.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Did you go to Ed DeBevick's?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
No, we did not, but that's a fun place. No, we just went to some a very nice place called Club Lucky.
Boys are out.
Yeah.
I think it's nice you got your son laid. That's nice.
Father and son reunion.
Rite of
passage.
Yeah, Club Lucky looked like, judging by the clientele, I thought I was walking into an episode of The Sopranos.
That means the food's good.
That means the food's great. Yeah,
absolutely.
The food was very good.
What did you have, Tom? Was it Italian? Did you?
Yeah, I had a chicken a la cement shoes.
Oh, very nice.
We'll stick with you for a week.
Yeah.
That seems like a
The
thicker gravy.
Chicago River bottom gravy. It was delightful. It was very, very
All right.
tasty. Okay. It was very good. Is that sports?
Yeah, pretty much. That and the Cowboys documentary is the sports world this morning, Tom. Yes.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
it's time to check in with Christy Lee, or is it time to move on? I don't know.
Well,
I will tell you about Raycon's Everyday Earbuds. How about that? Enjoy premium audio wherever you go with Raycon's Everyday Earbuds and the latest model, better than ever, 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity. You can pair two devices at once, and Raycon's quick charge function, just 10 minutes of charging, and you get 90 minutes of battery. And Raycon's, of course, have the active noise cancellation, an option that you won't find at this price point for everyday earbuds. And Raycons have royal blue, forest green, blush violet, cool mint, deep red for colors, and they have a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. And we have a deal for you. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 15% off Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds. Raycon, 15% off their best-selling everyday earbuds at buyraycon.com/Tom. One more time, that's buyraycon.com/Tom. Christy, what is coming up in the news?
Coming up, we have more stuff in the rectum, if you will.
Stuff in the rectum.
We have something called swamp crotch. And Gen Zers are apparently turning away from dating apps and they're going an old-fashioned route. We'll talk about that coming up.
I've always heard swamp ass.
Yeah, you hear that a lot.
Swamp ass.
Yeah.
Is that? I've never heard swamp crotch.
Well, if you're a lady, it might be swamp crotch.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there an odor?
You would think.
Yeah.
You would think.
Bacteria dying, I think, gives off an odor.
Musky.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Bog-like.
Fetid.
Does the treatment involve dangling a no pest strip?
It might. It might.
Okay, I'm just asking for a friend.
Okay.
Also, we do have an interesting update. Chick, I don't know if you saw this story. Remember the guy who, the track runner whose junk started flying out?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
His name,
Yes.
I think his name was Chris Robinson, I believe was his name, not the rock star.
You're right, yeah.
He has apparently been offered an endorsement deal, and I'll dig the story up when we come back from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
There's no easy way to say this, so I'm just going to say it. Kay, it's over. We have to break up. I'm breaking up with you. I have met somebody else. It's just better for me. Java House peel and pour pods. I mean, you peel, all right? You pour the Java House cold brew into a cup of hot water, and in less than 10 seconds, voila. Amazingly smooth, barista quality. You don't have this. And you're a lot of work. Frankly, it shouldn't be this much work. I've stuck by you, you know that. When you were broke, it's not easy to say, but I just have to tell you, you're gross. Java House offers me so much more, not just coffee, teas, energy drinks. I appreciate you taking this as well as you are. I was worried you'd be all steamed up about this. That's disappointing. Perhaps I gave you too much credit. It's over, and I'm keeping the cats.
Java House, amazingly smooth cold brew coffee. Enjoy barista quality coffee in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. It's effortlessly easy. In fact, the hardest thing about Java House, well, that'll be figuring out which one of their many great beverages to try next.
You don't have to watch this.
Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
People, here's what people don't understand
go
about
on.
the Bob and Tom Show. I get to be the official greeter of our guests.
Great.
And I believe
Right.
we do have a guest waiting in the green room.
Sure.
And I would like to greet officially our guest,
Well, it's Jim Gaffigan.
Hi, how are
Jim
you, Christy
Gaffigan.
Lee?
How are you?
I'm good.
It's so nice
It is
to
great
see
to be
you.
here.
Not set up or anything.
You know
Wow, are you
that-
on you got your own reality show?
I do. It's called Nobody Really Cares What Christy Lee Does Behind the Scenes, but we're going to show it to him anyway. Thank you, Jim. It's so good to see you.
Okay, let's move. Let's show people what you eat back here, Christy.
Oh, well, my favorite thing is right over here. This is called chocolate-covered raisins, or I call Nirvana.
Sure. Have a.
And you know what's great is the way that's set up is like there's tons of hands going in there.
Yes.
And so hands are usually covered with feces. So.
He's absolutely right.
So now you're going to ruin my favorite
Enjoy.
snack in the green room?
The treat. There used to be soup here in the morning. What happened to the soup? There used to be different things.
He
Or does it
retired.
come at like 9 or
He
something?
retired. So now we have to eat things that look like feces. So that's it.
Or is it
We were talking about racial stereotyping because you're a golfer.
Yes.
And I know that we were talking about golf off the air, but a lot of stereotypes in the world. Certainly, one of them about Asians in sports, and I think that's really now. Really being changed, particularly in the world of baseball, basketball. It's huge changes.
It's great.
15, 20 years ago, you didn't really see that as much.
It's great. I love seeing Asians in sports, and yeah, as you said, Major League Baseball, the real sports. You know, we're not talking ping pong or pai gow poker or base juggling with your feet or really hard Sudoku problems or competitive hot dog eating or breaking ice blocks with your forehead or dancing back up for Gwen Stefani, the real sports. That's great because before, if I wanted to cheer for Asians in sports, the people I had was Michelle Kwan and half of Tiger Woods. That's
that was it. That was it.
That's it.
Wow.
And you know, Tiger. Let's talk about him. You know, I don't know which half of Tiger made him want to cheat, but I think we can all agree which half drove into the tree. So.
Hey, Christy.
Hey, chick.
You seen the banana video?
Who hasn't? Pretty proud of you. Impressive.
Thanks. I was just wondering what you could do with my banana.
Your banana?
Yeah.
Well.
Now the Bob and Tom Show presents Christy Lee eating a banana.
what's the exact correct name of this?
The pickle dog.
The pickle dog.
Pickle dog.
Okay, now.
Well, we are all pickle dog virgins.
So, Bob, why don't you go first, and I'll do the play-by-play.
Now, Bob, your right hand. You're supposed to put your left hand behind your head.
Hey, Pat Godwin. Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Jeff Oskey. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and Tom Griswold is in Chicago, Illinois, in a hotel room. He's in the Witness Protection Program, and he's talking to us on a computer. Hello, Tom.
Just ordered room service.
Yeah. Attaboy. What'd you get?
See how it goes. I just got a just English muffin and some a cappuccino.
Excellent.
Nice. Very nice.
Forward to it.
A fine
It'll
order.
Take a while.
What are you going to put on that English muffin?
I don't know. We'll see what it comes with.
Oh. You're going to trust the marmalade, huh? Is that? I'm assuming you pronounce it marmalade.
Oh, yeah.
I do not. But,
really?
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm just so intrigued by your fishing knot talk.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Josh, what is the name of the knot that you tie up with?
Polymer, mostly. Yeah, that's a fine knot for most things.
What's the alternative?
Oh, there are cinch knots,
as many
dropper loops.
There's many options as stars in the universe.
You're going to use a multiple hook and maybe one dropper loop. You know, that's good for some.
Because I like to get a classier type of fish. I will use the Windsor knot.
Oh, very nice. That will attract a certain.
Is that a full Windsor?
Or the half Windsor.
It's the double wraparound Windsor.
Yeah, that's the full.
Yeah, okay, very, very good. That's the voice of Jeff Oskey. I can hear it from here.
That's right. I'm farting all over your chair, Tommy.
He's farting your chair up, buddy. I'm sorry.
Real bad.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Weirded him out a little bit.
I'll have to huff that one tomorrow morning when I have to finish huffing Christie's.
Nice. All right. Okay, that took an
now,
turn.
Chick, did you find that story about the a guy that was the sprinter?
I did not. You said he got an endorsement deal. His male member came out during a sprint.
Boy, did it.
Is that correct? And
he was. I misspoke. He was actually a hurdler. And his name is the same as a great rock singer, Chris Robinson. But he's Chris Robinson, the athlete.
And he is being courted by an underwear brand. That's exactly right.
Ah.
Yeah.
Here I've actually got the story here from the Associated Press. Apparently his wardrobe malfunction has led to a possible endorsement deal. So
which brand?
Well, I had it a second ago, and it just disappeared from my computer. Sorry. Christy, do you have it?
Chick has it.
In almost any, having your junk fall out of your shorts middle of the race is a bad deal. Almost all attention surrounding Mr. Robinson's penis falling out of his shorts, but he still won the race. The kind of focus, the ability to adapt. Let's see. The Czech Republic Magnum pouch ball hammock.
Whoa, that sounds impressive.
That's what this underwear features to keep your junk in place. I do not see the brand of underwear in the article.
That's because in a lot
here we go.
of journalism now, the idea is to bury the lead.
Yeah,
they want you to scroll as far as you can before you get any details.
That's true.
What is the movie where Bill Murray talks about the full throw pouch?
Oh, here you go.
I don't know.
No, Bill Murray says that. I usually wear some exotic underwear, you know, mesh with a full throw pouch or something like that.
Full throw pouch, yeah.
The brand is Krakatoa. Do you have that, Christy?
I have. The underwear company Shinesty reached out to Mr. Robinson after cameras captured his member slipping out of his shorts at the Ostava Golden Spike in the Czech Republic. The Magnum pouch ball hammock underwear boasts a front pocket 47% larger than average.
And the CEO of the company, Alex Bortoluzzi, said their products designed for high-performance athletes. We have a special pouch in front to keep things separated and not slapping around.
Aha. There you go.
Shinesty.
and again, if you saw the video, this guy's junk was flopping around. It was quite impressive. I'm surprised it was the way it was flapping. He needed to get an endorsement from the duct tape people. Rein that thing in. My God.
And it really helped or hindered the way you look. It depends on how you're looking at it. He was wearing an all-white track uniform, and he is a black gentleman, and nice high contrast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can really see it.
Yeah, you could really see it.
Yeah, whoever's in charge of his wardrobe really dropped the ball. Very awkward. That would have been especially awkward if it had been a relay race. The guy behind him or the guy in front of him reached back and grabbed that thing.
Well, now that would be something.
Really out there.
Yeah.
So what is the name of the name brand of the underwear again?
It's Shinesty.
Yeah.
But then I also saw Krakatoa. So I don't know. That sounds more. Shinesty sounds like the. On top of Shinesty, the brand Krakatoa is also interested in helping Robinson avoid further wardrobe malfunction.
Oh, maybe this is two brands then?
Oh, now they're competing. Yeah.
Fighting over that
Yeah.
Fighting over it. Yeah, that's why I won't have three ways. They fight over me.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. I don't need that.
No, you don't.
No.
Well, this is going to be the first line of this guy's obituary. This is the only reason he's famous, sadly.
He won the race.
Olympian?
I don't know, but I thought it was impressive.
He did win the race. Yeah. And he is an American hurdler, Chris Robinson. Underwear brands want to work with American hurdler Chris Robinson. There you go. That's the headline.
He and the guy who knocked the high jump bar off with his penis could get together and do
there you go.
The line in the story, Tom, you'll like this. It happens, he's a hurdler, and if your junk can smack against a hurdle, you're going to get more attention than as if you're just hurdling.
Yeah. I think it's cheating.
Cheating?
Yeah.
Josh
it's kind of like swatting something out of the way.
Oh, okay.
So that you can...
Yes.
If it's prehensile. We don't know if it's prehensile.
Yeah, but the pain involved. Yeah, that's going to hurt.
Oh, do you think he can pick up a hurdle with it?
Thank you for joining us. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's check in with Christy Lee. She's at the SCAC Insurance News Desk. What's going on?
Healthcare workers in Florida say they made a shocking discovery while operating on a stabbing victim. According to court records, the 43-year-old victim was taken to St. Petersburg Bayfront Hospital after he'd been stabbed in what police believe was a drug dispute. While in surgery, a nurse located a glass crack pipe, lighter, and tinfoil containing cocaine in the man's rectum.
Oh, boy.
Following the procedure, so they kept going with the surgery, the suspect was then booked into jail for cocaine possession and possession of drug paraphernalia. Yeah.
Hey, Pat, this could be a song.
Yes?
Crack in the Crack.
So we had
Crack in the Crack.
rectal
Crack in the
surgery.
Crack, baby.
Yeah.
Crack in the Crack.
Well, he got stabbed,
Right.
but during that surgery, that's when,
And so then he had something jammed up his rectum, and then he went to prison.
yeah.
This is the first guy to go to jail with a sore ass.
Well done. Wow.
Blood lube.
Wow. And that'll be in a story we do called Worst Selling Products of 2025.
Blood lube.
On a similar note, new research out there shows digestive health.
Although Christy,
Yes.
I was just going to say, it's always hard to find your lighter. At least this guy always knows where it is.
Yeah.
You
And
gotta
people
let it
aren't
cool.
bumming
Yeah,
away
no
from
one's
him.
borrowing.
That's right.
Yeah, that's another good point. No one's going to want to use his lighter. I'll just snort this.
New research shows digestive health could affect your summer travel plans. A survey of 2,000 Americans conducted on behalf of NB Pure found that 1 in 4 Americans will have their summer travel plans ruined by illness. 25% say digestive upset interferes with their ability to enjoy traveling. 40% admit they have gut health issues. 4 in 10 experience some form of digestion problem, such as constipation or bloating when they travel. 25% of Americans say they won't try new foods while on vacation.
Is it time for this this debate? Which is worse, constipation or diarrhea? Go ahead.
Oh, boy. If I'm sitting next to a guy on a plane, I want him to be constipated.
All right.
Man.
Yeah.
I would say during sexual activity, constipation.
From the people who brought you blood lube, you got diarrhea lube. Is that what you got, Tom? Yeah.
I've always liked the phrase traveler's diarrhea.
Yes.
I remember a buddy of mine goes, yeah, I get traveler's diarrhea, and I laughed for 10 minutes.
What is it, Montezuma's revenge?
So every time he travels, he gets diarrhea no matter what.
Wow.
You know what I think of when I hear traveler's diarrhea? I think of a guy dribbling a basketball having diarrhea.
Yeah.
Or just carrying a basketball. Traveler's diarrhea.
Does he just get stressed so much?
It must be. It must just be
Different
stress.
foods or the stress? Stress, probably?
Yeah.
Wow.
Travelers.
40% of those surveyed said they even pick restaurants or make plans based on the bathroom proximity. Come on.
That's rough. I mean, if you have IBS or something, or maybe you do have to make plans, but...
Yeah. And half of those polled
Stay
bring
home.
supplements, snacks, or medicine to help reduce the chances of a traveler's diarrhea situation. Man. Look at the time.
Now, Pat, you've traveled a lot.
Yes, sir.
Pat, on the cruise ships. Mm-hmm. Do you eat the food when you go to Mexico, et cetera, et cetera?
Absolutely, yeah. It's fine.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people are fine now.
On the cruise ship's fine, but if you go off...
If you go off the ship, you don't.
When you go off the ship, you do go off. You plan to go out to one of the better places, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You'll hear from the crew, which is a good place to eat. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, constantly, all the time, yeah.
No issues. In your defense, also, back in your cruise ship days, the booze probably killed all the spirochetes.
I was pre-cruise ship, but wish I would have been an easier trip if I drank it.
I wish I was drinking right now, actually.
Is that right?
Why do you guys grab us something?
Bloody Mary?
Is there a food that you guys know, hey, if I eat that, I'm in trouble?
No, I'm not that way. No.
I am not either.
I'm not. And I'll tell you this about me. It takes a couple days for an anti-diarrheal medicine, or if I'm constipated, a loosening medicine to work.
Oh, okay.
It's like not...
You have like an iron gut.
It's like it's not like an 8-hour, 6-hour thing. It's like the day after the day I've taken it.
Gotcha.
Very odd. Isn't that interesting, Tom?
If I were to have a bowl of ice cream before I go to sleep, 3 a.m., debilitating stomach pain.
No kidding.
Yeah. Huh. So I've got to stay away.
Oh.
What about 2 bowls?
Like I dream about
answer Pat's question.
I have tried going, I've tried to fight through, if you will, by having 2 or 3 bowls. It doesn't help.
No.
So I don't understand what happens exactly.
I'm just not supposed to be eating dairy, really. But if I were to have ice cream like before bed or something, it would wake me up out of my sleep. The stomach pains would be so bad. My brothers also have it too. It must be some genetic thing. My brother John has passed out in the middle of the night on the toilet, like from the pain.
Oh,
wow.
What?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. So we just got to not do that. Yeah, our ice cream diarrhea weekends are...
Well, that's not big at 4th of July.
Yeah.
Tom, do you have a trigger food, if you will, that you know is going to give you trouble?
Not at all.
Yeah. Well, but you eat primarily air and...
land rice cakes.
Land rice cakes. Anything with a lot of space. Nothing really filling. Okay. Yeah.
Well, it's a big travel weekend, so I hope everybody, according to this news article, you're supposed to, take your medication with you.
Yes, apparently.
In case you have problems. Or just eat carefully and bring a cork. That's probably the fastest method.
That's a good
stopping
idea.
things. Now, what's coming up in the news, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have we were talking about travel. We have a passenger that was flagged by TSA for a very interesting thing. And if you're going to the Oasis tour, guys, listen up. It could affect your sexual health. And camel milk. We've never gotten to our camel milk story. maybe that would be helpful in your digestive issues.
I could try camel milk ice cream.
I get the feeling that camels don't want to be milked. They don't seem like a cow.
I don't agree. I don't agree because think about one thing. The camel's nips are much higher off the ground, so it's a lot easier to access.
True.
Yeah, it's like, hey, come here. Grab some of this.
You can almost you could milk them from a dining room chair probably instead of a stool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
That was some sport.
Yeah. And I don't know if there's an odor issue, but we'll find out. There's also a really interesting story about being cool.
That's right. I was just getting ready to talk about that. Yeah. You think you're cool, Tom?
This is.
So now, what did these people in this story? Did they just follow me around and take notes? Is
there
that how it happened?
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let me take my sunglasses off and we'll see if I can read this.
I'm very, very cool.
We'll find out about what's cool and what is not cool when we come back from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
It's Donnie Baker. It's come to my knowledge and attention that some dick named Scott Potasniks, Potsickers, whatever his last name is, has been bragging about going behind the scenes. Well, I got a backstage I'm allowed in here. This is a recording studio where Bob and Tom do a lot of their stuff. It's called the Static Shack. I swear to God, man, look at this right here. Spiral staircase. I mean, this is as close as I'll ever come to visiting Graceland. And the fact remains, they've got everything here. Look at this. They got twin towers. That's what I call them. One commode next door to another commode. I swear to God, you could drop a deuce and play Battleship. This right here is the actual behind the scenes of the Bob and Tom store. I bet you didn't know they had a store. They have to. It's state law. And if you buy stuff from bobandtom.com, you have to get it here. All kinds of tapes, countless tapes. Even got a computer, and look, mobile staircase on wheels. You can make your own Paula Abdul videos. They even got Donnie Baker tapes. I swear to God they do. This one's mine. Prove it. And I don't care if there's a barcode. Don't fit. Yeah, man, there's more halls here than Al Capone's vaults from during medieval times. Matter of fact, somebody's in here working. Hey, man, I got a backstage pass. PJ Yingers does a bunch of the artwork on the Bob and Tom albums and stuff. And he don't care. We come in here, sit on the couch and everything. Now, I swear to God he does. I'm allowed in here. And we chit-chat and do all... And what are you going to do about... Man, they've got everything here. This is basically Bob and Tom's Hall of Fame. You can see the Bob and Tom band, and obviously you can tell Bob's a big fan of the Beatles. There's so much in here. This is going way back. This is basically Bob and Tom's version of the History Channel. Archival tapes back before AM was even a band. I swear to God, I've looked for my roots in here. It's a lot better than Ancestry.com. Matter of fact, I got a membership and a password, and when I uploaded my picture, they transferred me to Ancestries.com. Explain that, chick. Come down here. Tell me this ain't badass. Bob and Tom got their very own strobe light. I got one too, but I still got 6 more payments at Spencer's. But there is probably the best place in the entire recording studio to shoot a porno, right here in this hallway. And with the strobe light, you can make the good ones. Anal. What's in here? I think this goes right into... Oh, hey, it's Alan Jackson. He's the recording master here at the Static Shack, bragging about how he has Dolby sound and bass, whatever.
Donnie.
I got better on Pioneer speakers. He probably makes $400 grand a year just sitting there.
Again?
Huh?
Look, I told you I need at least a 5.5 week notice before you show up.
Them faders need WD-40, and they're supposed to be even. I swear to God they are.
Well, some people call them faders. I call them sliders.
Those will give you farts. I swear to God they will. Alan Jackson.
Get it, Donnie. We're busy.
Okay, whatever. Prove it. Well, we basically reached the focus point of this entire tour. This is where it happens. Right here. These are real drums. This is where bands come in to record acid rock tapes. You can name them all. Most of my bands, Dirt Knuckle, Hood Snot, Mucus Plug, but that was during our Christian rock days. But you can tell, real pine wood recording panels. They've even got soundproof herpes. There's everything in here, and this is where the music is made. And this room here, this is, I don't know what this is, but it basically reminds me of every haunted house I've ever been to. Watch your step. Watch your step. All right, now you've seen the bands. This is where some of the radio stuff happens. Come on in here. This is where Bob and Tom behind-the-scenes types do a lot of their funny skits. I swear to God.
Tom, I built myself a shelter out of plankton and chicken bones.
Oh! It's the Mr. Obvious show. I love you guys.
No,
Which one's Mr. Obvious? Are you the caller? Or?
No, it's Sid and Bart.
Yeah.
Wait, you're the dick on the news that...
No.
Say Fox 59.
I'm not going to do that, Fox 59.
This is a guy that knows the Powerball numbers. I swear to God he does. I could hold you for ransom.
Yeah, we're security.
I'll manipulate it.
Yeah.
Now we're at the epicenter of this stupid place. This is Tom Griswold's office, bragging about I went to an Ivy League college, and it really ain't that big. Hell, my boss Randy's got a bigger office than this. Look. Got aluminum siding for walls. All these stupid pictures that he thinks are cool. Anybody can own a cartoon. And look, I'm glad to see Tom saved up to get Liberace's jacket. I'll say it right to his face. I swear to God, man.
I just ran into Donnie Baker in the parking lot. He said he was giving a tour of the Static Shack.
Yeah, and the dumbass didn't even go into the main studio. You know we don't let Donnie into the main studio. Besides, I've got a session for Tom in a few minutes with 6 oboe players.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SILACINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com and check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Here at the Bob and Tom Radio Laboratories, we've discovered that if you listen to the Bob and Tom Radio Show in the morning, you're going to be all right. However, if you don't listen, there could be some serious side effects, including general discomfort, memory loss, head spins, confusion, memory loss, itching.
Bob and Tom mornings on 104.7 WTUE.
Confusion, itching, bloating. Ah!
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee.
Hi.
Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Jeff Oskey.
Hey, buddy.
Ace Cosby. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and Tom Griswold is in Chicago in an unnamed hotel in a room, just him by himself. Hello, Tom.
I'm waiting for the room service guy to arrive.
Oh, boy.
But in the meantime, we've been talking about fair food and at the various county and state fairs going on.
Right.
The Indiana State Fair just released their food menu for the year.
They sure did.
How about this, Pat Godwin?
I'm here.
Philadelphia guy.
Oh.
An all-vegan Indianapolis Philly sandwich.
I bet it's crazy.
Outrage.
I bet it's crazy great.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
It says stacked with grilled, delicious plant-based meat, sautéed peppers and onions, and smothered in creamy cheese, CHEEZ sauce, all on a toasted hoagie. And it's 100% vegan. Is that crowd really going to be at the fair?
No.
I don't think maybe on Melissa Etheridge night.
Yeah.
Well, I think they do eat tuna.
I see, Tom.
Tom said, something about tuna. I'd rather not revisit that.
She's a friend of the show. I'm a big fan. Okay,
you wouldn't think you were by that comment.
No, she can take a joke. Okay. How about the bacon honey bun burger?
Oh, I need that.
I am not a fan. I'm not a fan of bacon on hamburgers.
I don't do it.
I don't like it either.
I don't know why they keep doing that. No.
Because it's delicious. That's why.
I think your room service is here.
Hey, Tom, is your... he's talking to the room service guy.
Hey, let's listen.
Talking to the room service guy.
Yeah.
Nelson? Let's hear him.
I'm having...
I want to hear how he deals with it.
Hello. How are you, sir? Okay, listen. You can just bring it right over to my broadcast.
That guy's not from Chicago.
Okay. Okay. You're going to fix the table. What is your name?
My name is Baltasar.
What is it?
Baltasar.
Banta.
Yes.
Well, that's cool. You got a lot of pens there. Write a lot of stuff down.
You're listening to Tom dealing with a person.
Here, take that, please.
What you're listening to
is Tom in his hotel room receiving room service.
Where are you?
Good to see you.
Who the hell orders carrot juice and what hotel carries it?
Carrot juice.
Haven't you learned anything from your carrot juice days 20 years ago when your entire skin turned orange? Didn't you learn anything?
That's because I drank too much carrot juice.
That sounds like
this is great. I've got a nice tablecloth. This is very fancy. I'll take a picture of it for you.
Oh, please do. Yeah, my gosh.
And what was his name? Bantu?
Bantu.
How do you spell your first name?
B-A-L-T-A-C like zebra A-R.
Bantar.
Baltasar.
It's Balthazar, you dummy.
Balthazar. Balthazar, is that it?
That's it.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, my God.
Okay,
if this isn't a best of, you can kiss my ass, okay?
Whoops. Sorry, I'm talking to some morons.
Morons.
Okay, thank you very much. Did I give you the...
He has no idea what he said.
No, I'm good. Whatever, I couldn't understand anything you said.
Right to his face! Right to his face!
Did the accent before.
Said it right to his face.
Right to his face.
Yeah. What was he saying? I couldn't understand it. He said,
yeah, we know.
Well, we heard.
Something about playing tennis.
Perhaps he'll see you later on the court.
That's what he said.
I have no idea.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, a little cappuccino, some carrot juice, some fruit.
This poor bastard just came to work, doing his job.
He's pissing it on the next
opens
run.
the door. Takes room service, opens the door, and who's there? Tom. What did he do to deserve this day?
Oh, I got some pastries beside my bonus from my English muffin.
Well, good. You deserve it.
Okay, and there's all kinds of jelly and
yeah.
Jams, jellies, compotes.
Oh, that's right. You don't like room service.
That's right. He hates room
service.
Well, if we're here with Kelly or the kids, I don't want to sit in the room. There's so many great restaurants.
So where do you sleep? You don't like to be in the room. Do you like go to a restaurant? Well, I'm at least experienced in the city. I'm going to go fall asleep on Whacker. So good night. Jerk.
Speaking of Whacker, some of these morning newscasters are just delightful looking.
Oh, my.
Right, go for
local Chicago newscasters? Or
Yeah. There's some very attractive
I see.
All right, Tom.
Now, I'm sorry to interrupt. Once again,
it was wonderful.
Hotel room.
Some of those windy city.
Ordinarily, I do not get room service, but since I'm, going to be broadcasting, I'm here.
Wow.
This carrot juice looks delightful.
In the abstract.
When my skin turned orange because I was drinking too much carrot juice, Chick.
Yes. And I think you're on the way to drinking. I know how you are.
And I like to put a little bit of beet juice in my carrot juice. And I'll warn you, if you drink a lot of beet juice, it makes you look like you're suffering from severe rectal bleeding. So, it's true. So be very careful. You're actually fine. The beet juice is very healthy. It just looks like you're hemorrhaging in the inside.
Oh my God!
I see. All right. Well, I'll remember that the next time I put beet juice in my carrot juice.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
No one on the face of the earth does, but you.
I know rabbits that would turn that down.
Hey, what do you got there, Doc? Oh, beet juice. No, thanks.
Have some coffee, you pussy.
I do have a nice cappuccino over there. I'm going to be
nice and frothy.
Drinking. Oh, it looks great. Yeah.
You know the way you just talked to the room service guy. I bet your second cappuccino will have even more froth.
Yeah. It's like yellow hue.
I just couldn't understand it. He was very nice. I gave him a nice tip.
You have to think Balthazar has some friends that are going to come by and see for themselves who's in this room.
Mocks their accent.
Okay, well, now, Christy, what have you got over there at the SCAC Insurance News Desk?
A woman on Reddit says she was pulled aside by TSA after her crotch was flagged. The woman posted to the TSA community and shared that she was passing through a scanner at 2 different airports and that alerted them to the same location on her groin. She said she was curious about it. One commenter replied, "Sweat feminine products could be the culprit." They call it swamp crotch. According to another respondent, last time I flew out my home airport of Tampa, I got searched too. The security guard said something very unnerving. Don't worry, they call it swamp rot or swamp crotch, something similarly embarrassing. Yeah, apparently the sweat in that area, the heat can cause those sensors, especially I think the ones where you put your arms up, to go off.
I see.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So what it means? So her crotch smells like C4.
I don't know what it smelled like, but
they didn't dust her crotch.
I think the heat from the sweat in the area causes, the scanner where you put your arms above your head and it does that.
Yeah.
That one is the one this is setting off, not the metal, not the one you walk through. Yeah. Because it shows that there's heat in that area. And I think, Pat, didn't something like this similarly happen to you?
Last year traveling on vacation, I had something happen here. 1, 2, 3 days, 4 days off. 5, 6, 7 days, 8 days off. 9, 10, 11 days, 12 days off. I'm gonna have some fun on my 2 weeks off. I went camping up on Eagle Creek in the same wet clothes for about a week. I got rot around the crotch tonight. I got rot, and it's quite a sight. I got rot around the crotch tonight. Walked around Disney, my thighs got chafed. Sweat my ass off, I need butt paste. I got rot around the crotch tonight. I got rot, shorts way too tight. I got rot around the crotch tonight. Fell in a lake trying to land a bass. The water was polluted, I have swamp ass. I got rot around the crotch tonight. I got rot. Some don't look right. I got rot around the crotch tonight.
Very nice, very nice. So I'm still confused. Is it? Why is it setting off the alarm? The smell?
The heat.
No.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's the heat, not the smell.
I did not know either that apparently there is a detection for higher than 98.6 degrees, evidently.
Yeah, apparently,
is what they're working with there. Maybe that's it must be an indication of some sort of explosive device
like incendiary
or something.
device.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I know my privates have been mistaken for a weapon.
I don't believe you. Okay, I'm just going to say it.
I've met your children. I'd say a weapon of mass destruction.
Well,
scientists say a toxic fungus once linked to the so-called curse of King Tut may hold new promise in the fight against cancer.
What? Really?
Yeah, the researchers at the University of Pennsylvania have engineered compounds from Aspergillus flavus, a fungus believed to have caused deadly lung infection in tomb explorers. We've all seen the movies. We all know this has happened. In laboratory tests, these molecules successfully killed leukemia cells.
Holy cow.
The findings published in Nature Chemical Biology could also pave the way for delivering other difficult-to-administer drugs in the future, which I don't really understand the quote or the connection, but how interesting is that?
What is the name of the fungus?
Aspergillus flavus.
Doesn't that sound like a character? Aspergillus flavus.
Good moral. Yes.
Man, that would be that's interesting. The curse of King Tut, and it's...
Yeah. That aspergillus makes your pee smell weird. I know that.
Really?
Absolutely.
That's
yes.
right.
Yeah,
You might know it as asparagus today. Yes, that's right.
Well, King Tut was a fun guy.
You know what? I'll allow it.
You're going to allow it?
Yeah. What did the other judges say?
Okay.
You better be going someplace with this.
Hold on to that fun guy because we have fun guy in the news coming up. We also have matchmaking in the news. And thousands in Norway were told they won the lottery. We were just kidding.
Ooh.
Yeah. And are you cool?
And we've got what defines cool.
Yeah.
Which is internationally, what is cool?
Smoking.
It's kind of an interesting study. I was just reading about it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find out the answer to that from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening this morning. Got something to say? Send us an email. bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
This is one of my favorite tunes, by the way.
Tom's going to do one of his big hits.
Oh, yeah. It is, actually. It's
a huge hit.
One of the better ones. Yeah, all set over there, Tom?
I beg your pardon? Who are you speaking to?
Oh.
It's that strange European accent that you can't quite place.
Yes, hello.
I'm sorry, your name, sir?
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Good morning, Mr. Bonjour.
Oh, that's very funny.
Oh, yeah, we said.
You must be the chick, the funny one. Yes. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, we didn't catch your name.
I haven't thought of one yet.
I see.
It's Peter Merritt, isn't it? Or
I think it is Peter Merritt.
Peter Merritt.
Yes.
Like that?
Yes. That would be very funny.
He's the crappy artist, isn't he?
Dick Merritt? Yeah.
Ricardo Merritt. Yes.
Ricardo Merritt.
Excuse me, darling. I hate to interrupt you, but there's something I must tell you. I will sing for you now. In a minute.
Let it come around.
I will sing after the band comes around.
It's the band's fault.
If you find yourself in Holland, they'll say to you, how yaman. In France, they'll say, ferme la gueule. In Athens, you'll hear scarmont. In Berlin, it's Helden Sie die Schnauze. In Jakarta, it's simply bon com. Let me translate for you, darling. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Coming around again.
Has there ever been a topic on which you don't expound? Has there ever been a moment when your mouth wasn't making a sound? Have you ever had the feeling that you might have said enough? I am begging you, my darling, shut up, shut up, shut up. Day or night, it does not matter. You still want to shoot the breeze. When I hear your constant chatter, I'm thinking, someone shoot me, please. Maestro. Now we are in the bedroom, so comfortably inclined. But the only intercourse we're having is the conversational kind. There's just one way to stop you from blabbering so much. Say hello to Mr. Johnson and shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Bravo.
Fermez la douche.
Yes.
Bonjour.
Laird Chevalier.
Laird Chevalier.
Maurice Chevalieris. Thank you. Maurice Chevalier.
Screen Door Productions presents A Day at Fergler's Hardware, Part 2.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the SCAC Insurance News Desk. Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Josh Arnold. Hi. Jeff Oskey. Ace Cosby. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Tom is broadcasting from a hotel room in Chicago, and he sent us a picture of his beautiful room service table that was delivered last break. And if you missed it, you need to rewind or something and go back and listen to that because that was really something.
Balthazar?
And here's the picture of his room service table. There it is.
Oh, look how pretty that looks.
Quite nice.
Look at all the jams and jellies. Look at that.
You can tell from the lids that's Smucker's.
Yeah.
That is not a Motel 67.
No, look at that cappuccino.
Yeah.
Man.
Boy, oh boy.
Perfect.
That is
very good.
China,
That's very good. Thank
everything.
You. Well, I bet that was $78.
Yes, sir. And you know how Tom rolls with tip $150. You know that.
Yeah.
How you doing up there? How you doing up there, buddy?
I gave Balthazar a nice tip.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Very friendly guy.
The
It was
only
very
tip-
confusing for him.
Yeah, the only tip I heard you give him was he needs to speak clearer.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I heard.
The tip we heard you give him was, hey, I heard ice is around.
Oh, man.
Hey, you want to stay in the kitchen for an hour?
Wear this Groucho nose.
Well, time to push on here.
Yeah.
We have Christy Lee at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios SCAC Insurance News Desk.
Do you think you're cool?
Yes, I do. Hell yeah.
Well, a new study indicates characteristics that make someone cool.
Oh, I love stuff like this.
And they're globally universal, according to researchers. They did this
As opposed to globally continental, globally universal.
That's exactly what it says. They talked to 6,000 participants from countries around the world and found,
Even the S-hole countries?
yep, cool people have surprisingly similar personalities. Across various cultures, cool people were perceived to be more extroverted,
All right.
hedonistic, powerful.
Wait a minute, hold it. What? These are cool people? Hedonistic?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think they. No.
Adventurous,
Yes.
open, and autonomous.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think all this makes
meaningless.
sense.
It's meaningless.
Autonomous means independent. That's all they're
Right.
saying.
No, but cool guys aren't. What was the first one?
Hedonistic.
Extroverted.
Extroverted. Are cool guys keep to themselves and they wear sunglasses and smoke wearing leather jackets.
What? Is that your
I feel
definition
like-
of cool?
I feel like I'm watching a film strip in high school.
Boy.
Okay.
The cool kids are behind the bleachers in their leather jackets, smoking
Stay
cigarettes.
away from them. They're
They
bad.
could be considered hoods. Okay.
What's that? Isn't there really? There's a really good song about these are the cool kids or something.
Oh, God
no.
knows what you're trying to remember, Tom. I can't keep up.
Something about Kicks. I know the song you're talking about.
You're like, oh.
Yeah, that
Cool Kids.
Yeah, what's that called, Pat?
I forget. Something about Kicks.
Some.
It was a big hit
something
about
up
4 years
Kicks.
ago.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, let's
we don't
not,
we don't want to talk about that song.
No, let's not talk
That
Oh,
is
not the
rough.
Foster the People song.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Pumped Up Kicks?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool if you think school shooters are cool.
Hey, Tom, your phone's going off.
That's what that song
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Answer your phone, Tom.
Ah,
Wait a
Attaboy.
minute. It's. Oh, hey, Finn. I'm on the radio right now, sweetie. Yeah, Finn is just trying to.
Like she's
Finn
a
is
talking
just,
dog. This is how he talks to his daughters. Yep.
Finn is what?
Can you hear me, Finn? I'm getting no audio from you. The girls are off on an adventure somewhere.
Well, they're cool.
They're cool.
Adventurous is considered cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Finn, can you see where I am? I've got a microphone here, and
You really
there
need to
we
mute
go.
yourself,
Okay.
Tom. We can handle it for 1 minute.
Yeah, we
Go
can
ahead.
do this.
You guys go. I'm
What do you got, Chrissy?
I'm gonna hang up.
Uncool people, apparently.
Hedonistic.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Indulging in everything.
Indulging.
Denying yourself nothing.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Like a lot of pleasures.
All right.
The flesh, food.
Good people are different. Good people are different from cool people.
Okay.
I think good people are a part of being cool. I think.
Good
or have I
people
got
are
it wrong?
perceived as more conforming, traditional, secure, warm, agreeable, conscientious, and calm.
Interesting. See, I think calm is very cool.
I do
think
too.
I do too.
that's the definition of cool.
I agree.
Being chill.
That's the only one they got right on this list.
No, they're saying
No,
calm is
that's-
uncool.
Calm is a good thing. It's not a cool thing. It's just that good people are calm.
No.
Cool people.
This list is completely wrong.
I think this list was compiled by a nerd.
That's not.
Who wants to be cool?
Yeah.
Well, didn't you always want to be cool, Christy?
No, not really. I don't care. I
Were you
wasn't
one of the
the
cool kids.
No, God, no. I wasn't a cool kid.
I could
Oski?
be wrong, but I kind of always thought I was a cool kid. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't. I thought I was. I felt like I was in the cool kids.
Well,
I don't
that's
know.
that's
maybe
great.
I was. Yeah,
No, I'm
maybe
sure you
maybe
were.
I wasn't. Although there were a bunch of stuff going on in high school when I was there, I had no idea about.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's true.
What she's doing to what to him? Are you? No way. Yeah, stuff like that. But
No, I've never been cool.
Really?
No, I gave up 15 years ago, even trying.
Pat?
I don't know. Maybe in high school a little bit.
Yeah, I think you think you're a cool guy.
Football, yeah.
You're a cool guy.
I could walk into the cool kids party and not and everybody would be totally fine with it.
Yeah.
So,
is that what you think?
I mean, they were, but when you're funny, they kind of people want you around.
But what if you're funny and you're crying on the inside?
What if you're sad?
Aren't we all?
Aren't we all, though, really?
Tears of a clown.
Josh, in high school, did you affect a James Dean look?
No.
Once again.
You know, for starters, Josh is younger than us.
Right.
Just to start there. Secondly, I don't think anybody had a James Dean look other than the people who went to high school with you, Tom.
Right.
They didn't have a James Dean look when I went to high school.
Josh, did you have a lot of James Dean style guys in show choir?
Oh, no, I had more of a Jimmy Dean build. No, I actually in high school dressed very similarly to how I will now in the winter, jeans and a button-down shirt.
I don't remember ever going from graduating high school and thinking, well, I have to start dressing as an adult because thankfully I fell into whatever I'm doing right now. And I can dress the way I want. And I really didn't, I don't think I've changed dressing since 1975.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so I don't know. I haven't changed. I don't think I have. Have you changed the way you dress?
No. Well, in high school, we had to wear a uniform. So,
you did?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't go to one of those schools. Yeah.
But don't you think when it comes to defining cool, it's going to be internationally like Jean-Paul Belmondo and James Dean?
Not really anymore.
No, I don't even think James Dean anymore.
Was he a race car driver?
Who the hell's
He's
that?
an Italian heartthrob. Never mind.
Right,
he was
He's
in like Connie Francis' boyfriend or something. I don't know.
Tom, what's cool now? Who's cool
Tell them
now?
who Jean-Paul Belmondo is. Come on.
It's last century. But go ahead.
All right, whatever.
We're talking about the definition of cool, and cool was defined by certain people.
What's like modern? Like Robert Downey Jr., is he cool?
Yeah, no. People consider him cool.
Yeah, he's cool.
All right.
Like modern day cool?
Paul Newman. Paul Newman, Steve
Newman.
McQueen.
No.
He makes salad dressings. He's not cool.
Oh, yeah, Newman was cool. And McQueen was cool. But modern day.
Brad Pitt's cool.
Okay, yeah.
Tom Cruise is cool.
Sure.
I mean,
Timothy Chalamet.
Okay.
He's cool.
Tom, here you go. Top 10 cool men all time. That's all I typed into Google, okay?
Yep.
Here we go in no particular order. Brad Pitt, Clint Eastwood, Al Pacino, James Dean, Johnny Depp, Paul Newman, Samuel L. Jackson, Vinnie Jones, Zac Efron, and Bruce Willis.
I agree with all those.
There's your 10.
Yeah. Definitely.
And coming up outside the top 10, Cary Grant, Chris Hemsworth, Clooney, Beckham, Chris Pine,
Clooney.
Gregory Peck, Harrison Ford, Hugh Jackman, Michael B. Jordan.
All right.
Yeah.
I agree with all those.
Yeah.
Is Alan Sherman on that list from Hello Mudda, Hello
Yeah. How did he get left off?
Hang on, let me look. You know what?
Is he in the top 20?
I'll be damned. He's down here at 21. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're right.
How about Weird Al?
Weird Al is not the top.
Tom, were you cool in high school?
Have you seen pictures of Tom in high school?
I was
absolutely cool. Yes.
I was working on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That long hair of his?
Probably not.
Don't hassle me, man. That picture in one of our albums of him.
Was the long hair high school or college?
That was college, wasn't it?
College.
Did you?
Yeah, I think the thing is this story I don't think really is nailing coolness at all. I don't think it's even close.
I would totally agree with that. I think they've got it way wrong.
Some of it's right.
I don't think you can be. You're just cool. If you're cool, you're cool. I mean,
Yeah, it's not defined.
Yeah, it's not defined.
And I will tell you
Boy,
here.
a lot of nerd talk going on in this room.
Here's the AI response to my question. Top 10 cool men of all time. Steve McQueen, James Dean, Cary Grant, Robert Redford, Humphrey Bogart, Sean Connery, Paul Newman, Clint Eastwood, Marlon Brando, Brad Pitt.
Oh, there's Tom's list.
Sure.
Boy, it's funny when
that's more Tom.
Brad Pitt is the least cool on a list.
Right?
That's how cool that list is.
And Bogart's cool because how old was Lauren Bacall? Like she was 21 when they met or something, and he was, okay.
Yeah.
Bogey and Bacall.
Are you gonna favor us with your Bogart impression?
Well, a lot of people say I got a bad break.
Oh, that's an interesting.
Oh no, wait a minute.
That was from the audition tapes.
That's
Pride of Yankees.
He was second choice, Gary Cooper.
Yeah, right.
I wonder if you could help a fellow American who's down on his luck.
I didn't Austin Powers audition for that role.
People say I have a bad break.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. I'm horny, baby. People say.
So if
I'm the luckiest
Bogart was
man in
doing,
the world, yeah.
Bogart would be smoking at home plate.
That's right.
Oh wow, that's great.
People say I got a bad break.
Coming up, we'll continue our psychological discussion, and we'll talk about a Barbie dissertation, the movie Barbie.
Okay.
Oh, they made it a college
That would
course?
be uncool.
Yeah.
I would think, but one British university student got top honors for his dissertation.
Interesting.
For
Workplace.
his dissertation.
What? I'm sorry.
Boy, that's an odd way to come out as gay.
Are you now in that room service that was delivered? Did they have like some kind of alcohol on that?
The carrot juice.
I can't imagine that. But
I don't know. I
This
mean,
guy wrote an essay about Bart. Okay, great.
yeah.
Sorry. Excuse me. What else is going on?
The Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Workplace stress, boy, it's been rising. You got those emails piling up, those meetings, phone calls, and there's a lot of pressure to keep up. You know what? Summer might be the perfect time to pause and take some small steps toward your own wellness. One of those steps, BetterHelp. That's right. They make therapy convenient. 30,000 therapists, more than 5 million people use them daily, and it's incredibly easy to fit into your schedule. You meet with a licensed therapist right there at your home, on your phone, or if you don't like your therapist, you can switch at any time. They make it very convenient. They even have an App Store rating of 4.9 out of 5 with over 1.7 million reviews. So a lot of people are loving BetterHelp. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Unwind from work with BetterHelp. Bob and Tom Show listeners can get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/BTS show. The BetterHelp, HELP.com/BTS show. That's BT show. I'm sorry. BetterHelp. Coming up, we will have a report on matchmaking and the Gen Z clients. Bull semen has been found.
I say bull semen.
Bull semen, by golly. And have you had a problem with your pigeons? Well, let's try using a hawk. What do you think?
Okay.
All right.
What?
Bull semen was found. That could be a very sad ending for someone.
And bull semen was found on the scene.
Put your trousers back on, Mr. Johnson.
Well, hey, I found a torn in half man over here. Well, bull semen was found.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Case closed, Sherlock.
All clear.
Ergo the horn marks. We are joining you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Our guest in the studio is comedian Bert Kreischer, and Bert is a veteran of the world of the party. He was voted the #1 party animal in the country by Rolling Stone magazine.
Quite an honor.
Many years ago.
Honor.
Mm-hmm. And you carry the mantle to this day.
Yeah.
You're now I guess you'd be the party animal ex officio, what is the
party
title?
animal cum laude?
Guru, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Guru to young boys,
Could
probably.
be a guru.
Yeah. You'd be good
maybe
at that.
not.
No, you said you have 2 young daughters.
Yeah, which is pointless because I have no advice for little girls.
Do you have advice for young men?
I have tons of advice for young men. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Is this college age men going to?
Well, it's like you have sons, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you know all the things. Do you have any girls?
Yes.
Oh, see, and you got nothing to tell a little girl.
Well, so far they're in charge. They know what's going on. So.
Yeah. I said, I remember the first night we got my daughter, or not got her, but had her, or whatever.
I know.
Right. And she was crying real bad, and the nurse was like, the nurse comes in, and she's, and wrapped up like a joint in a box. I guess that's what they. And the nurse comes in, and that's what I thought it was.
You are a party animal.
And she was like, let's. What have you done? I was like, nothing. Mm-hmm. She goes, what are you gonna do? I was like, I put a towel over her face and cut the oxygen in half. I don't know, nothing. And she goes, here's what you do: take her head, put it by your heart, take your pinky, place it on her lower lip, and allow her to draw it in. That'll calm her down. So I do it, and sure enough, as soon as I put it on her lower lip, my daughter draws it in like she's trying to rip the nail off. Just, I'm like, we're stopping this tonight. Yeah. I'm not raising a daughter where that is her coping mechanism.
That's a good point.
Every time she gets a little spooked, just, no, thank you. But I was massively unprepared for girls. I just didn't know. I never even listened to women. The only advice I got, and this for boys, you ever get into a fight with a girl? This works every time. I did this with my wife. 12 words. You are right. I am wrong. I love you. Honey, you win. And you squash it.
Really?
You take her in your arms, you carry her into the bedroom, and you cuddle like a team. Like a unified, like a coalition. Scratch her back and let her go to sleep. Together, happy. She won. And that night while she's sleeping, cut her hair. Not a lot, just a little bit, so you know you won. Great advice for a boy, unapplicable for a girl.
Bert Kreischer's our guest. I'm glad we have this on tape because you're going to be dead very soon, I think.
Yeah, we can use that as evidence, I think.
Yeah, you're going to be wheeled out of your own home in a gurney.
Yeah, I have no idea. It's forever, right? What am I counting the days for? You think guys doing life in prison count the days? I don't think so. You do your time, I'll do mine.
Oh, no, I got out.
You got out?
Yeah. I escaped.
Joe DeRosa is sitting in with us right now. Joe, what else is going on in your life? What about your personal background? Big family, small background, a small family? What?
I'm in a relatively small family that I was adopted into. Yes.
Interesting.
And I know what...
You were adopted into the DeRosa family?
Yes, I was. And I know what everybody is wondering, because I always, do you ever look for your real parents?
Yeah.
That's what everybody wants to know. I saw that on Maury. Did you ever try to find your real parents? No, I pretty much took the hint, actually.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Well, when they abandoned me, I was like, that's probably the end of that.
Probably no sense in looking for him. Really, I got you. Okay.
I'm sure there's a lot of
dropping a dime on mom and dad.
A lot of gold comedy down this road.
Yeah. And now I have a very my mother was very overprotective through my whole life, and but she's very involved in my life, and she calls me almost every day, and holds me hostage on the phone for hours on end. While she's at this age where she just holds me on the phone and just asks me all these really annoying questions, and she won't let me hang up, and it just sounds like I'm having really bad phone sex for like an hour. I'm just like, yes. Oh, God. Yes! I already told you what I was wearing.
Hey, Bob and Tom Show USA. Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Larry King.
Wow. Larry.
Nice to see you. Let me sit down here. Ouch, my back.
Wow. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
Wow. Hey, you're giving off a weird vibe when the Walmart greeter tells you to pound sand up your butt. Hey, what's with Cher and the Sunny thing all of a sudden? Would somebody tell me anything? Anybody else now think the C word was invented because of her? Cher, of course.
Yes.
Yeah. And how about that Carol Channing thing, huh?
Yeah.
I guess she was singing Hello Dildo.
Hello, dildo.
Yeah, man.
Hello, dildo.
Yes, it's just
Only
good stuff.
got it twice in her
Twice in 41 years of marriage.
Wow, she needs Viagra. And I said it before, but never address an Indian in war paint as Chief Big Pussy.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskey, Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and Tom Griswold is in Chicago in a hotel room. He's in the witness protection program. We can't say where. No, he had to go to Chicago, and a long story. But hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Hi, Tommy.
Okay, good. Good. Josh, how are you, sir?
Good, man. I miss looking to my left and seeing your visage.
Yeah.
And you're looking to your left and seeing Jeff Oskey.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting beard hair all over your...
Took his pants off. He's in his underwear now.
Oh, yeah.
I've got one of those spray squirter things, so before you leave, will you squirt all your hair
Absolutely
away from
not.
yourself?
Oh, he'll squirt something on your keyboard.
Oh, yeah. Squirting going on.
Oh, he's going to squirt all right. Oh, yeah.
It's bleach.
But good to know.
It smells like it.
Well, now we just had a news story about what defines cool. And it was a really off. I didn't think the story was accurate at all. But Josh, you're cool to me. So that's what's
Well, thank you. You're cool to me.
You don't need a leather jacket and cigarettes and sunglasses to be cool in my book.
Thank you. I do have a leather jacket, though. Don't you guys?
Oh, everybody.
I do.
Yeah.
Everybody
Sure.
has a
Nice
leather
black
jacket.
leather jacket.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You have one, Jeff?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Would you wear one if we got you one?
Yeah.
Now, here's something I think is not cool. I'm looking over the State Fair food list,
Yeah.
and they have something called a brunch Mary.
Oh, I love stuff like
Oh,
this.
that Bloody
Define-
Mary that's just got food all in it. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks all this stuff is sticking out of the glass.
Is that what it's called?
It's essentially
a brunch Mary?
Yeah.
I'd never heard of this
Yeah.
before. Okay.
It's got like a
It's
slider.
a meal in a glass. Yeah, it says it's this one. This particular one is garnished with skewers stacked high with a mini sausage breakfast sandwich, fruit, kebabs, crispy bacon, fluffy donut holes, and a golden waffle stick. I don't think you can be cool and eat one of these.
Yeah.
As delicious as it is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't see Tom Hardy walking around with one of those.
No.
You know? Yeah, it's like if you take any of the guys in that super cool list, if you hand them a sparkler on the 4th of July, there's something about holding a sparkler that just really isn't cool. Walking around going, wee!
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, they're instantly Rip Taylor.
Yes, there's just something about it. I'm sorry. By the way, I'm looking over some of this stuff. Looks absolutely delicious. The cookie butter cold brew, a vanilla cold brew with vanilla ice cream, topped with whipped cream, cookie butter, drizzle, cookie crumbles, and a cherry.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll eat that.
Very good.
Big fan of
I'm
cookie
sorry,
butter.
Let's get back to.
Are you really?
Oh, yeah.
What is cookie butter?
What is cookie
Well,
butter?
it's butter, but it tastes like cookies.
Would you say Biscoff is the finest?
Biscoff is the finest cookie butter in the history of our civilization.
That's cookie butter. Oh.
It's like biscotti cookies or Biscoff cookies, but it's in not peanut butter, but it's Biscoff.
Oh, okay.
Biscoff sounds like Biscoff sounds somewhat dismissive. Hey man, Biscoff.
Oh, I
like
see.
Hey, nobody talks to me like that.
Yeah. Who do you think you are?
Yeah, okay.
Can't you see I'm cool?
Now, Christy Lee is at the SCAC Insurance News Desk. What's happening over there?
Is this guy cool? A British university student has earned top honors for his dissertation on the movie Barbie. Charlie Dowie, 21, completed a 10,000-word academic paper analyzing the film's portrayal of women, specifically through its soundtrack. To support his research, Mr. Dowie watched scenes from the Barbie movie more than 40 times, examining costume choices, choreography, and lyrics to determine whether the film reinforced or challenged gender stereotypes.
Tom, your previous thesis, I'm going to say correct. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very, very unusual way to come out to your family as being gay.
I wonder what he
My
found out.
PhD is-
And what honors did he get?
I did read that he chose to do this in an English class because math is hard.
Oh my!
Does anybody remember that?
Oh,
yeah, I'm aware of it.
That was a Barbie. That was a Barbie miss.
It was a talking Barbie. Remember this? And if you pulled the string, one of the things it said was, math is hard.
I agree, Barbie. I suck at
And
math.
so is my volleyball coach.
Volleyball coach is hard too, Jeff.
That's the rumor.
That's the rumor. Okay.
By the way, did you ever notice Barbie's dream house doesn't have a kitchen? What does that tell you?
Well, they order DoorDash is what it tells me, or Grubhub, or Postmates, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Apparently,
You
Mr.
liked that movie, didn't you, Josh?
I very much did, yes.
I loved it.
I hated it.
I could not
I
get through
hated
it.
it.
I wanted to
Pissed
like
me
it.
off.
Couldn't get through it.
Yeah.
I laughed out loud
it was
way more than
really-
I thought I would, and I thought it was also very touching.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Timely,
Yeah.
touching, very witty. Yeah.
So we're about half and half in this room.
Yeah.
I mean, I hated it.
I did too,
I
Tom.
couldn't
It's
wait
okay to
get out of
dislike
the
it.
theater.
Yeah, but you hate a lot, though, Tom. So
I often dislike things I don't
It's true.
understand.
yeah.
No, I'll ignore that.
Gen Z is apparently taking an old school approach to dating with the help of matchmakers. According to dating news.
Matchmaker, make me a match. Hatch me a hatch. Oh, no, that's not right.
Hatch me a cat.
Hatch me a
If you're
cat.
into animals, maybe.
Some matchmaking services. Go ahead.
So is Gen Z getting into Fiddler on the Roof? Isn't that what that's from? What you were just singing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Matchmaking service has seen a 400% surge in clients age 27 or younger. Erica Kaplan, matchmaker at 3-Day Rule, says many Gen Zers have been on dating apps since college. So by their mid-20s, they're already feeling the burnout.
Christy, do you know what the 3-day rule is?
I know what the 3-date rule is. I don't know what
but this is a little different.
What is it?
If you go on a date, you don't call the girl for another or the guy for another 3 days.
Oh.
You don't want to seem too eager.
Gotcha.
It's a waste of time. Get right to it.
Way too many rules here.
Yeah, I don't think they're hard and fast.
Would you do that?
No, I don't see any reason to play games.
I love you first date. I love you first date. Boom.
Yeah, here's my son.
This is my son. He loves you too.
Mommy. Call her mommy.
Now, Pat, you bring your son, you bring your teenage son along on the
he's
first
adorable.
date?
It works every time. And the puppy.
Yeah, and the puppy.
Puppy's in the car. Can he come in?
Apparently, young daters are also craving authenticity and a spontaneous spark that only an in-person connection can provide. And Tom's talked about that many, many times, about how dating apps aren't for him because you like the smell thing, don't you?
Well, he wants to make sure they don't smell.
Yeah.
I think smells very
Among other things. There's all kinds of things you're not going to see in an internet dating situation. How much do these matchmakers cost?
Depends on who you're using. I don't know what she's charging. I mean, I don't think it's cheap.
Yeah, they're charging for desirable.
Because what they do is they go through the possible matches and then try to fix you up. Yeah.
Have you watched $1 Million Matchmaker?
I have.
$1 Million Matchmaker.
Are those the people who specialize in millionaires?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And these guys who are gals who have a lot of money don't want to waste time dating people that aren't appropriate, so they have matchmakers that screen individuals before they go out on dates with them.
This one, Christy, they interview a lady named Maria Avgavitis, the CEO of, I assume it's Agape Match. AGAP. It wouldn't be Agape Match, would it? Wow.
No, that's where you find porn stars.
Stovepipe.
I assume it's Agape Match. It says she says that the best services are priced at over $10,000.
Wow, for Gen Zers.
How are they affording that? Man.
Well, that's what they're doing then is they're eliminating 99% of the people, and they want to match you with someone who has as much disposable income as you do.
I guess.
So,
Pat, have you used the dating apps?
I was on the Tinder for a while.
Yeah?
I may go back. You never know.
Yeah? You got a song about that?
Oh, of course I do. Little Elvis Presley.
Oh. He's good.
Return to Tinder. Return to Tinder. I spent $500 on high-end dating apps. And bright and early each morning, I checked the traps. No one responded to me. Return to Tinder. If you like to swipe right. And our pretty little lady wants to hook up tonight. She doesn't look like a photo, neither do I. I'm really 10 years older, and she says I'm a guy. Well, nobody's perfect. Spent a lot of effort to get a lady in bed. I met a new girl on Tinder. The trailer's filled with suit-up fed. Oh, this isn't working. Return to bartender. Met a girl at the bar. Oh, I'm going old school. Now we're making out in my car at Applebee's. Return to Tinder.
Yeah. That's right. You like the car, don't you?
Love a parking lot.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I didn't like the matchmaking service I used.
Yeah, what was that?
Second cousins are okay.
That seems like an well, but
their standards were a little.
They want people to know what they're doing.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
By the way, are second cousins okay?
I don't think so.
It depends on.
I think in Europe.
What is a second cousin again? I never can remember this.
I don't know. In my case, hot.
Ass for days.
And what did they say? Was they second cousin once removed or something? What the hell does that mean?
I'm not too sure.
I never understood that.
You know what? Not only don't I understand.
They've been removed. They've been removed from their first cousin's ass.
I'll not put too fine a point on it.
So much for my innocent
So this
little
lady's
comment.
saying it's $10,000 to hire a matchmaker. Do we have to explain everything to Gen Z?
There've got to be less expensive.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't imagine that a lot of them have that kind of money to.
Yeah, give me $100. I'll introduce you to some chicks. I'll do it.
I like this SCAC matchmaking service.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes.
I know some people.
Take them out.
Yeah.
An Australian
Did you
man.
ever use the?
Go ahead.
Jeffrey, did you ever use the dating apps?
Yeah, I did Plenty of Fish. They should have called it Plenty of Whales. Huh? Hey, lots of hefty ladies on that site.
Are you ready for your headliner? Come on out here.
That's right.
What's coming up in the news, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we'll do our bull semen thing. And also, Tom, I believe it's Today in History time coming up.
Oh,
how about that?
I'll have to dig that up.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find it. I want you guys to be thinking about something. Bands named after food.
Okay.
Because I want to put together a summer food tour of bands. See how many you can come up with without going to the internet.
All right.
When we come back, we'll check that out among many other things. What else is going on there, Chick McGee?
Well, I'll tell you about Simply Safe, a system that works to prevent break-ins. That's right. You say that that's impossible? Well, most security systems only take action after somebody... action, rather, is the word, after someone breaks in. But Simply Safe has Active Guard outdoor protection that helps stop break-ins before they happen. Simply Safe's AI-powered cameras and live monitoring agents can detect suspicious activity around your property, and if someone's lurking, agents can talk to them in real time. They can turn on spotlights and call the police, deterring crime way before it starts. No contracts, no hidden fees. Named Best Home Security System of 2025 by CNET. 4 million plus Americans trust Simply Safe. Monitoring plans start around $1 a day and 60-day money-back guarantee. Go to simplysafetom.com to claim 50% off a new system with a professional monitoring plan and get your first month free. 50% off, first month free. Visit simplysafetom.com. There is no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much. Once again, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
Joining us in the studio now, we have Dr. David Wolf, astronaut, and
he and Kirsty are making out, evidently.
Welcome back to Earth, sir.
Uh-huh. Oh, there
Hey, David, how are you?
Thank you.
Dr. Wolf is wearing a NASA golf shirt. Very cool.
Of course he is.
Now you can get those at gift shop, Tom. That's no big thing.
Dr. Wolf, it's a great pleasure to see you, and glad you're back.
The Wolf Man!
Thank you, Tom. It's nice to be back on Earth.
So,
yeah, what'd you do on your summer vacation?
Oh, really? You out of space, huh?
You win.
yeah, that is kind of a... You do have that kind of conversation trumper.
Uh-huh.
Well, we got back from the vineyard. What'd you do, Dr. Wolf? I was in outer space.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Pretty cool.
Took a few spacewalks. Added a piece or two to the International Space Station.
You added a whole porch, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, did some maintenance on the port solar array wing. Needed some new batteries.
Oh, there you go. Mm-hmm. Now, if you go to our website...
Why do you need a porch in space?
Well,
where are you going to sit?
Two of the guys.
Where are you going to sit and rock the next Big Bang?
Two of the guys smoke. So
yeah, you got to go outside. Hey! Don't light up in the space station. Get out there on the smoking porch.
This is why Bob's not an astronaut.
This is why David comes in here, so we can't make fun of
You
him.
can't smoke in space. I was thinking about that this morning.
Of course not.
Why we're not astronauts.
Could possibly, theoretically, couldn't they, an astronaut who smokes, couldn't they fill his helmet up with smoke so he could smoke? I think it could. There probably is some technology which would permit.
There you go.
Yeah, but it still can't escape from the suit.
On a serious note,
And your clothes would really smell.
You guys are NASA launching again probably tomorrow.
Yes, I haven't heard this morning. We were on time as of last evening. Still, things going well.
The concern is that there's some thunderstorms may come in and delay the fueling.
Summer in Florida, it's tough to get off the pad, as we demonstrated.
you know.
Yeah, you did.
That was actually my first question. I wanted to know.
You have to get dressed each and every one of those times. How long does it take to get into the suit and everything ready for
It's
launch?
a pretty big ordeal. It takes 3 or 4 hours, from getting up and then out to the pad, and it's 2 million pounds of cryogenic oxygen and hydrogen. You get up on top of that. The countdown goes, and then it's a few hours to get out. It's a big deal, but it's harder on the cooks and the friends and the family. We go to work whether we go to space or go to Earth.
Right.
But everyone else has traveled, and they want to see a launch, and it's a lot of trouble to turn around.
Our guest is Dr. David Wolf, astronaut. If you go to our website on the left side, you'll see a photograph of Dr. Wolf. Did you take this one? Were you holding your hand out?
Is it a long arm?
Is this you with your arm, or one of your buddies taking it?
Nobody up there want to take a picture of you, Dave?
It looks like you're
big. No, that's somebody shooting through the hatch when I'm getting ready to go out on a spacewalk. I'm in vacuum in there, ready to go out.
Okay.
And
if you click
through the window,
if you click there, we have a sort of a whole set of photos there, and you can see Dr. Wolf floating around in space. We'll talk about some of these when we come back.
I'm curious, how long does it take you to get into the spacesuit that you're going to use to do a walk?
The suit, you spend the day before checking it out like a spacecraft itself. The next morning, you spend 2 or 3 hours getting in before you get out through the hatch. About 3 hours.
Wow.
Don't you have a series of mirrors in your passenger car here at home where you can drive laying on your back? Isn't that just to make you feel comfortable?
Feel more comfortable upside down.
Wow.
Christy and I were talking about a dream date, and I thought we would maybe
with each other for the first time ever.
Maybe it might be easier if I sent my assistant on the date with you, and then she could tell me if we had a good time or not. And then
that's exactly what
I see that coming.
Never mind. Now, do you turn your phone off?
I put it on vibrate.
And where is it?
It's in my purse usually.
Okay.
I mean, I don't look at it. I wouldn't.
Okay.
But you have to keep your phone on.
Oh, yeah, come on.
No,
not only
answer it. Hold
he's
on,
wearing the Bluetooth during dinner.
No, that's completely false.
Absolutely. This is important. Hold on.
Completely false. I almost never answer my phone.
All right.
Very, very rarely.
Yeah, I don't. No.
All right. So you got that, unless, of course, it's one of your kids, right?
Well, that's the thing. I look at it.
Yeah, but you got 5. 4 of them could call at any time.
Yeah, 6 out of 10 calls are from your kids. You know that.
Yeah. 6 out of 10.
Which happens 7 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
9 out of 10.
The other 4 are wrong dials.
And chances are you're going to have to go pick up one of them, so that means I'm going to be sitting there by myself for a while.
You're bitching at me already? I haven't even answered the phone.
So there you go.
What would be your opening
Shiraz or
salvo conversationally? What would you open with if
I've known you half my
say you
life.
didn't.
What do you do for a living? Mm-hmm.
Say you didn't. What would you ask me something, or would you start telling me about your
let's
life?
not do that. No, let's just approach this like the two people that you are. What would you talk to?
Let's stay in reality.
So we go.
We talk about?
I've never thought of you romantically.
Well, we have 2 hours to kill. Let's talk about what's wrong with chick.
Wow.
Let's talk about how you
Sex, baby.
Yes, sex. How you like it?
How do you approach it?
Well, see, now we had
How you going to approach it, Tom?
See, now we had the list of first date turnoffs.
What's your move, Tom?
Crack this code?
Come on.
Here we go.
How are you going to get those ankles on your shoulders? Is what I want.
Yeah, because see, not on this list from USA Today. Mismatched clothes, 36% first date turnoff, and you go up the list,
close.
and body odor, 94%. I'm clean, I have no body odor. But my pet peeve of first date turnoffs: women who don't put out.
Wow.
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcast. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Money for summer. Hello, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskey, Ace Cosby. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom Griswold in Chicago, Illinois, I believe is how you say that. Hello.
Good morning from the hotel.
Yes.
Where I am right now, ensconced.
Ensconced.
We have a couple things we have to review here. But first, Christy, did you have something that you wanted to talk about? What were you talking about back there?
Australian man?
He's facing multiple charges after authorities discovered he was in possession of a valuable quantity of stolen bull semen.
Oh, man.
According to the Australian Associated Press, the 34-year-old had schemed to defraud his employer.
Crikey!
Police uncovered a liquid nitrogen storage tank containing bull semen and breeding embryos, all reportedly stolen from the same employer, estimated to be worth $65,000.
Which bull was it? Michael Jordan? I assume his is.
That's got to be worth something. Yeah, kind of athletic prowess.
Now, remember what's going on with Michael Jordan? I call him Mike.
What's going on with Michael Jordan?
He's coming back. He's going to be an NBA reporter on NBC. Remember this? They announced that.
That's right.
Yeah, NBC said Michael Jordan's going to comment on, I don't know why he's doing that, and I can't imagine that the reports are going to be engaging or fun in any way. But he doesn't seem like he cares if he's a personality or not, so... all the commercials he's done is any indication, he doesn't care if he comes off as a giant jerk. So,
be like Mike.
Be like Mike.
So the bull semen, what did you say they found it in?
A large nitrogen storage tank?
Yeah, that's what they hold it in, right?
I mean,
Is
it in kegs or is it
it's
in
in test tubes, Tom.
Tubes?
Yes, they're like little straws. They're almost like a
pixie stick.
Yes, like a pixie stick.
So presumably it was stolen to inseminate other cattle. It's not someone with like a weird diet.
I can't think of any other. It is really.
So this was in Australia, and of course, they're famous. I think Hemingway wrote about the jerking of the bulls.
It's a very lucrative business.
It is.
Make millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember what they call the guys that do that, Chick?
Semen jockeys. That's right.
Semen jockeys.
Yeah.
When I first heard that, I thought, boy, that guy's little.
Right?
I'm a semen
This guy's
jockey.
going, by the way, where this guy's going, the semen he gets will be free.
It certainly will be.
And plenty of it, by the way.
That's why crime doesn't
Did
pay.
you guys...
Did you find your history?
I did.
Okay.
Any food bans, but we'll do this.
I've got 6.
History.
You got 6?
I have one.
Oh, good for you.
I can think of a couple.
I can't think of
to
any.
do this real quick?
I can't think of any. So go ahead, Josh. What one do you have?
Oh, your favorite band, Chick, is a food band.
Who?
Pearl Jam.
Well,
that's not a food
That doesn't
band.
count.
No.
Eddie said that his aunt or grandma or
it doesn't
something
work.
made Pearl Jam, and we all know it's semen.
Eddie Vedder famously said that was jam made by his aunt.
That's
He's lying.
The only one I got was cake. Do you have cake on there?
I do. I have cake, bread, cracker, lemon heads, red hot chili peppers, and green jelly.
Green jelly.
Yeah.
I'm unaware of green jelly.
They had a sort of a popular song called Three Little Pigs.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I want to hear it now.
I'll be daggone.
How about corn?
Yes. Are we?
With a K.
So
Are we going with weird spellings?
Yeah, we can do weird spelling.
Okay.
The cranberries.
There.
The cranberries.
Moby grape.
Moby grape. Thanks a lot, Pat.
I don't know if that counts because you wouldn't say, hey, I'm going to go have some Moby grapes.
And I don't think it counts because it's an awful, awful band.
I've never heard a note.
Tom.
That's the way it should be. Keep it there.
I didn't say Moby grape.
No, you didn't.
Meatloaf. That's
meatloaf.
That counts.
Vanilla fudge.
That counts.
Set
that's
me
good. How about
free.
hot tuna?
Of course.
Sure, yeah.
Leftover salmon.
Hot tuna.
Now, if we count corn, then we have to count fish.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that's a weird
true.
spelling.
Yes.
Yeah.
How about Let's see. Oh, strawberry alarm clock?
No.
No.
How about bread? He got
bread.
He said bread.
Oh, you said bread?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's why I said fish an hour ago.
Okay, now this one I'm on the fence on.
Yeah.
Once again, bands named after food. Salt and pepper.
Yeah, that counts.
That counts.
Absolutely counts.
Spice,
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Did you say cream, Josh?
No.
Oh, yeah.
But that's good.
That's an obvious one.
What about iced tea?
That's
And then-
good.
Yep.
Ice Cube.
We could do the edible tour. And for dessert, wild cherry, of course. Play that funky music. These are all valid. I think very good. Smashing pumpkins, is that?
Boy, I don't think so.
I don't think you can eat a pumpkin.
Well, sure you can, but
I never smashed one.
Right, but you don't.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you had to, you could eat a pumpkin. But
Yeah. How about hot
How
chocolate?
about a bowling ball?
Oh yeah, hot chocolate.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
perfectly valid.
Yeah.
Well, these are. I hope someone's writing these down.
Everyone's a winner, babe.
So is there a new?
Okay, time now for Today in History, Christy. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
July 1st. Rabbit. Hello. I said that. Here's Tom.
Pay attention, Pat.
Happy birthday.
Yes.
Born in 1899, Dr. Henry Walton Jones Jr.
That's right. Indiana. Henry Jr.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Okay, how about a real human being born in 1906? Oh, this is a very handy one for people that do crossword puzzles. Estee Lauder.
Oh, you go louder.
Go
You
louder.
do a louder, huh? Not lauder.
Lauder?
Okay.
Interesting.
I think that's the
Oh,
way
is it
they
Estee
say it.
Lauder? I just know
Yes.
that
Estee Lauder.
in the crossword puzzle, I just know ESTEE is very handy. And that translates in Spanish to this ladder, I believe. Or the
Now, we
ladder.
know how well your Spanish is. So
Yeah,
you
For Spanish earlier.
we got a taste of that Spanish
Yeah, we got-
earlier. I think.
Yeah, I know how you pronounce fix.
How do I climb out of here? Oh, you use
Yeah.
Estee Lauder.
I know what get out of my room in Spanish is. I know that. Okay.
Her sister is a saute Lauder. She's very, very buttery sweet. Let's see now. Oh, this is an interesting one. Guess how old Debbie Harry of Blondie is.
Oh, 70s.
Well, yeah, she was born in
I'm going to go
40s.
75.
I'm saying 74. I'm going underneath you.
Yeah.
The answer is
71.
80.
Whoa!
Holy hell.
80.
Wow.
Yeah, she was 30 when the Blondie hit.
She was sexy.
Terrific band, by the way, and great. She's actually a really good singer. But
One way
still gorgeous
or
at the age of
another.
that.
I'm gonna get you.
Do you think that's a from a vocal standpoint, you think One Way or Another is a good song?
Fun.
Yeah, it was a big hit.
Boy,
she's
I
great.
disagree.
They have terrific.
Do you like
songs.
any of their stuff? Do you like The Tide is High?
Like Rapture?
I don't like Rapture.
Oh,
Rapture is
That's
weird.
some guy from
I don't like
Mars
it
or
either.
Yeah,
cars.
right.
I don't like it at all.
No.
How about a Heart of Glass?
I love Heart of Glass.
You like the Heart of Glass?
Yes.
I don't like Heart of Glass either.
I do.
Give me a Heart of Glass right now.
Happy birthday to one of your favorites, Josh, the great Dan Aykroyd.
He is my favorite. You're right. Boy, oh boy, a true.
And then now you'll know this, Josh, but let me ask Chick this: what movie was Dan Aykroyd nominated for Best Supporting Actor?
Oh, geez, I don't know.
It won Best Picture.
Yeah.
And much of it takes place in a car.
I don't know.
Driving Miss Daisy.
Driving Miss Daisy.
That won Best Picture? I was unaware of that.
Yeah.
Huh. Son of a gun.
The year Do the Right Thing was not nominated.
Not nominated.
How do you think Spike felt about that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
And there's a famous story. I don't know if it's true, Josh, that Aykroyd wanted to put a rather graphic BJ scene in Ghostbusters. You ever heard that legend?
Yeah, in fact, they kind of filmed it, and it's part of it is in the movie where his belt is being unbuckled by a ghostly apparition, and which is redundant.
Oh, okay.
And then his eyes kind of cross.
Cooler heads prevailed.
Yeah. So it is in there, but not nearly to the extent of how it was going to be.
This would be the birthday of Diana Spencer, the Princess of Wales, who sadly is gone.
I'm the Princess of
Prince
Wales.
Charles.
I'm very, very large, like a whale.
Prince Charles ended up with Mrs. Toad from the first castle. Happy birthday to Pamela Anderson.
Oh, yeah.
She no longer wears makeup.
No makeup.
No makeup. She's not wearing makeup anymore.
Hey, Pam,
Looks great.
And on behalf of everybody, I wish she would wear makeup.
Pam, a little makeup.
Come on, you guys.
Yeah.
Just a little eyeshadow.
Something for the liver spot.
Concealer. There's a couple of
Now, Josh, this one's for you.
Maybe a base to even things out.
Come on.
I don't know. Come on. Give us
Nothing. I mean,
The first
nothing,
modern
Pam?
Olympic. The first modern Olympic Games were held in 1904. Where?
I don't know.
St. Louis, Missouri.
St. Louis is the answer.
It was the World's Fair year, so it was the same. Boy, busy year for St. Louis. That was back when you could walk down the street without getting shot and then having somebody come up and steal the bullet from your body.
Wow.
That's how bad the crime has gotten.
I could melt that down later.
That's bad stuff.
Whoa. Were the modern Olympics, were they all naked? No, they stole my clothes during the 100-yard dash. The 1905, Albert Einstein introduces the theory of special relativity. We're all familiar with that, of course. And we certainly all have some special relatives that if it weren't for cooler heads and various laws, we'd be married to them. Let's see now. This is interesting. In 1908, Christy Lee, what became the worldwide standard for a distress signal?
SOS?
That's correct.
Oh.
That's all right.
That's all right.
Good for you.
That is all right. Way to go, Christy.
Math is hard.
And
You got that with your girl brain?
I did get that with the girl brain.
You get a treat. Good job, Christy.
And that, of course, SOS replaced the previous help.
Yeah.
Does it indeed mean save our ship?
Save our ship? Isn't that that's what I
Or
was
is that just is that apocryphal, for lack of a better
I don't know. I think. In 67, the Beatles released Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, stayed #1 for 15 weeks in the U.S.
That's pretty good.
You know, Billy
Great
Shears
record.
does not get the credit he deserves.
he does
Yeah, he really had a lot to do with it.
And this is interesting. In 79, the first Sony Walkman went on sale. Wow, those are...
Well, in St. Louis, they call him the Sony Runman. You know what I'm saying? You got to run.
You got to run.
Stolen from you.
Better run.
Ooh. Tough turf.
Here's another easy one for you. This is for you, Mr. Osby.
For you, Christy.
In 1980, this became the national anthem of Canada. What's it called?
Oh, Canada?
Yay!
Oh,
No,
Nope, it's Anne Murray and
2112.
Snowbird. Anne Murray and Snowbird. Spread your tiny wings and fly away.
Oh, boy, thanks for nothing with her, Canada.
Right?
No kidding.
Take it back.
That's not a girl.
Bieber, too.
Sure, she's lovely. We're coming up with more delightful stuff for you and from you. Well, we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook. Get the link at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
We have Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Now, do you guys have a little tune you're going to play for us?
Yeah, we got a tune. This goes, since you was talking to Johnny Rutherford's from Michael and the Mechanics.
Michael.
This goes
Mike Rutherford.
to Christy Lee. There's something about you.
Yeah.
There's something in the air tonight. Christy Lee's so fire-ass hot. This tape is dedicated to her from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols on Q95. I bet you're not wearing underwear tonight. Oh, Lord. And we pray there ain't hair under there tonight. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Chill of the night, if you don't wear undies, your booty's gonna get cold. Chill of the night, if you don't wear panties, your body's gonna get stoned. White snakes. White snake. Ooh. Christy Lee. Ooh. Better get with me. I just want to get close to you and set my pork sword free. And I just want to get close to you, 'cause 1 and 1 makes 3. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night. It gets real cold, so you don't need panties, Christy Lee. You got Donnie and the chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night. Q95 playing White Snake for Christy, and she's sitting in a puddle. And chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night.
Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols.
Bravo!
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
Hi, thanks very much for joining us. With us in the studio, comedian Dean Edwards, and Dean is a veteran of Saturday Night Live. I know that you mentioned you didn't mention you did a great Chris Rock, dead on Chris Rock.
Yeah, I did a little bit of Chris Rock.
Have you worked with Chris?
Yeah, well, you know, Chris and I, being both SNL alum, it's funny because I used to see Chris in the clubs all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But once I got cast on SNL, then Chris is very sort of reserved into himself and you know, cool with his friends, and he's very, very polite, but if he doesn't know you, he's looking at you like, I don't know you, you know. Mm-hmm. So once I got on the show, every time I saw him, he was very sort of big brother, very you know, strong with his advice. I remember one time Tracy Morgan and I are sitting in this comedy club in New York, the Comedy Cellar, and we had just had Jack Black was a guest host,
Mm-hmm.
and Chris walks in. He's like, you know what? I never watched that show. The one time I watched them, they still don't use black people. I was like, actually, Chris, you know, I was in 4 sketches this past week. He's like, you wasn't in them. You're just in the background. Don't ever be happy they throw you a bone. You got talent. Only the dude without talent is happy they throw him a bone, which I appreciate. And then he sat there for a good 35 minutes lecturing me on gotta keep writing hard. Just every week, write 2 sketches and an update. 2 sketches. Meanwhile, Tracy Morgan is sitting there, Chris, you ain't never gave me that advice. When I started on the show, you never gave me advice like that. I'd appreciated some of that advice. Mm-hmm. That's how Tracy is, though.
That's how he is. Wouldn't you like to know what Chick McGee does while commercials are playing?
I sure
during
would.
The Tom Show? Walk this way.
Okay. Here you go. You're going into the restroom.
Well, no, this happens sometimes.
Sometimes you have to do quick decision making.
It's locked.
Right?
Normally, everyone who works here knows that they shouldn't be in the bathroom when we're in commercials.
Of course.
Because I might have to use the bathroom.
Number
and
one,
I can't use the bathroom any other time than when we're in commercials.
Number 1 or number 2?
I'd rather not say.
Oh.
Well.
Hello.
Hang on. Your name, please?
Chris.
You're fired.
You taught him his lesson.
Oh, yeah! Woo! Ah, refreshing. Wait a minute. Did I fire him?
Yeah. Why aren't you gone?
Get your
Because he has no real power here.
I knew I had no power, but it still hurts when I hear it out loud.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. There's Christy Lee.
Hey.
Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chickie.
There's Jeff Oskey.
That's right,
Ace
Captain.
Cosby's here. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. I'm Chick, and Tom is in Chicago, Illinois, in a hotel room. And he tells us he's
Yes,
alone.
sir.
Yes, he tells us he's alone. We're not sure, though.
With his breakfast pastries.
How many of them have you eaten?
Yeah, there's still none of them.
Come on!
Of course, no.
Of course not, yes.
They might have calories, is what I've heard. And,
I had some fruit and half an English muffin.
What'd you put on the English muffin?
But nothing. It was delightful. Had a nice glass of
You
tea.
had like 9 choices of jellies and jams, and you went
just
with nothing?
ate a dry English muffin?
That's
Do
right.
you want me to put them in my suitcase and bring them back?
Yeah.
Actually, I am not lying.
Yeah, perfect.
If one of those Smucker's jars is a blackberry jam, yes, please bring it. It's
Hang on. Hold on. Let me look.
Okay. Because that, I don't know if have you guys ever, you've had the Smucker's blackberry jam?
I don't think I have.
I remember as a kid it being like a total delicacy because a small jar was like $8 or something.
Oh, my gosh.
My grandma would dole it out in very small teaspoons. We loved it.
Did it have the seeds in it that get stuck in your teeth?
Not really. I mean, there was some grit to it, but nothing.
That's why I like blackberries.
I did have a little. My bowl of fruit did have blackberries, but I didn't eat them.
Those get seedy, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They get stuck in your molars.
I've got wild blueberry preserves, honey, strawberry preserves, and orange marmalade. So no
all in the
blackberry,
dumpster.
Josh.
No, bring them all back. Okay. I'll take them all.
Orange marmalade.
They're little teeny tiny ones. They're very sweet.
Do you know what
now we were talking about. Your story about the bull semen heist.
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember? I think this was on Johnny Carson. Chick, you might remember this famous story where Glenn Campbell was on the Carson show.
I don't remember this. No.
And Glenn had a ranch. Remember the story? And he was saying he had one of his bulls was unable to deliver what was necessary. In that category. So the vet gave him a pill, and the vet said to Glenn, "This is going to really make him very, very horny and very, very active." And Johnny said, "Did it work?" And Glenn said, "I don't know, but it tasted kind of minty." So apparently that was the early days of Cialis and Viagra for bulls. Now, Christy, you have promised various news stories. Do we have I brought this up because of the Oasis story.
Yeah, hold on a second. Here it is. The British doctor out there is warning the upcoming Oasis tour could negatively impact men's sexual health. A MedExpress survey revealed nearly 3/4 of male Oasis fans experience erectile dysfunction related to drug and alcohol use. 75%? That's a lot. God.
What?
Over
That's way over
60% of
half.
male Oasis fans admitted to drinking more at concerts than they would typically.
Okay.
Well, of course, they're at a concert, right?
Okay.
They also tended to use other drugs like cannabis, ecstasy, and cocaine. Dr. Ashwin Sharma at MedExpress told Manchester World that drugs and alcohol can exacerbate ED symptoms, While using ED medications after heavy alcohol use can also increase the risk of health issues, including heart attacks and stroke.
So can, but doesn't necessarily.
Yeah.
So
I think that number is a little high.
And it's theoretical.
For something that hasn't even happened yet.
75%.
Josh, when the two...
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, this is Oasis. So when the two brothers start fighting, Josh, do you find that turns you on?
Well, I don't have the same sort of...
That's interesting.
Homoerotic, incestuous relationship with my brothers that you have with yours.
Flying around your mom and dad's vacation house naked, wearing towels around your neck.
Now, I'm not saying two men arguing isn't hot. I'm just saying the fact that they're brothers doesn't add to it.
Right. They could be cousins.
Are the men having sexual dysfunction, Christy, because women leave an Oasis concert drier than the Sahara?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Get them flowing.
I think the Gallagher's.
I think the Gallagher boy. Yeah, Liam, come on, he's pretty hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Original bad boy. Right
Wonderwall
there.
is in my top 10 songs that should never have been hits.
Oh my God, I love Wonderwall.
Wow.
Yeah, it's good.
Are you serious?
God.
Today is gonna be the day when they're gonna come back to you.
What about Champagne Supernova?
I love that one too.
Supernova in the sky.
Hey, speaking of babies.
No, I'll give you.
Yeah, that's.
I don't like this.
Suck on this. This was a hit.
Happy
Debbie
birthday,
Harry?
Debbie Harry.
Ugh.
Nailed it.
This is a fun vacation, too.
If you're not ill enough, she'll start singing. Oh my. We got time for traffic and weather together.
Back when they did intros.
All right.
That's why
I'm
it
going
was
to
a
hit
big
you
hit.
with
DJs
Blondie.
loved it.
It's not how she sounds.
I'm gonna be.
Sorry. Just my opinion.
Now, Chick, do you know the lyrics to any Oasis song?
Yeah, Wonderwall, but only because it was a hit for someone else later on, and I learned it then. But yeah, I like Oasis. I like Champagne Supernova. It's an okay
Do you have a
song.
Wonderwall song?
No. I was.
I like Don't Look Back in Anger, and I like... Yeah, there are a handful of their songs I like. I wouldn't mind going to the show, honestly. I would go.
I don't mind the way he sings. Some people do, but that affected. I don't mind that.
I like it.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm taking this. You don't care for Oasis.
He doesn't.
No.
And no, if you know the lyrics to any of their songs, it's time for a prostate exam. I think.
Okay, all right.
Now, is this news story specific to Oasis for a reason? Or is this guy just saying anyone who goes to a concert is going to drink too much and become sexually dysfunctional?
I don't know. I guess
I see, because they're
the
touring.
Oasis tour starts like this week.
Right.
Maybe today, maybe actually.
Top of mind.
Yeah.
We'll see if it goes the whole run.
Yeah. We'll see.
Well, that's half the fun.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, that's why it's getting so much publicity. So we'll see.
Coming up, we
what
have
else is
more.
happening at the.
Coming up, we're going to talk about an AI-generated band, wink, wink, nod, nod. Is it or is it not?
Oh.
Yes.
Well, this is intriguing.
Yeah.
Oh, well. And you know the best way to listen to Oasis is with your Raycons earbuds.
Sure.
That's right. Champagne Supernova in the sky. You can be singing with your earbuds in that, and you don't even know you're
What does
singing.
that even mean?
Loud.
Champagne Supernova?
Well, what do your popular Beatles songs mean? You don't know.
Yeah, the same as Strawberry Alarm Clock for a name. I think they're all, anyway, enjoy premium audio.
These words have the right number of syllables. Let's put them in.
That goes where you do. Raycon's latest model is better than ever. A 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity. Yes, you can pair two devices at once. That means Noel and Liam can listen to earbuds together. Isn't that exciting? They're Raycon earbuds. Raycon's quick charge function, 10 minutes of charging, 90 minutes of battery, and they also come with active noise cancellation. And Raycon start at just half the price of other premium audio brands. And available in all the colors, royal blue, forest green, blush violet, cool mint, deep red, and a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. Get 15% off Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds. Raycon, 15% off. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Hey, Chick, do you think that any of the erectile dysfunction drugs will ever sponsor a tour?
Oh, gosh, yeah. I'm surprised they haven't already. But I don't think
That would make sense.
I don't think they're hurting for people being I don't think they need to advertise yet, you know? Aren't there just really three, right? Cialis and Levitra and the other one.
Viagra, I think, is the most famous one. But I don't know. I'm just saying, is there like an off-brand that people don't know about? I could remember the Rolling Stones. That'd be perfect for them if they go out again, because that's their audience. If this guy says going to an Oasis show, these guys are all going to have erectile dysfunction, they should sponsor one of the tours. Do they? I think. You say they don't need to advertise. Well, Coca-Cola still advertises.
Well, that's
and
true. Yeah, you're
popular.
right. You're sure. Yeah, that's right. You're right. I stand corrected.
Do you think any of the bands would be comfortable doing that, or would that be?
They have a sense of humor about themselves.
Yeah, money's money. I mean,
yeah. I don't know.
Remember
why
the
not.
Stones tour where they had the giant phallus that blew up on stage?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that could be a limp.
And they could have a big Cialis logo on the side, and of course the famous Cialis blimp. We'll find out more about something else when we come back from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Break up with your brewer. Switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, he's Bob. I'm Bob. And he's Tom.
And I'm Tom.
To conquer and win, we're gonna be in the Super Bowl.
Incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, Q95 with Luciano Gaspacho.
In praise of the Indianapolis Colts.
In a great praise.
Phenomenal.
Here's to a big Super Bowl win this next year.
We hope that you get to sing the national anthem at the Indy 500 next year, Luciano.
Big a star like me, how are they going to refuse?
Bob, a lot of celebrities were in town for the Indianapolis 500, which of course took place yesterday, including a guy from the National Association of Broadcasters who has honored us by stopping by our show this morning. Of course, I'm talking about Mr. Ralph Bonorama.
Hey, guys. I just want to let you know that I really respect what you're doing here. I think it's a shame that more kids can't watch your show. Oh, it's on radio. Well, never mind, man.
You may wonder about the Hoosier Dome, they call it. Now, when the Colts moved here, they were considering changing their names to the Trojans. Then we were going to rename this place the Con Dome.
This guy walks into a psychiatrist. Yeah. He says, I feel like I'm a dog. Really? Yeah. The psychiatrist says, how long have you felt this way? He says, ever since I was a puppy. Go by. All right, it's a helium Monday, so we should do this properly. Okay. You ready to sing along with it? Mm-hmm. Oh, that feels good. Here we go. Ba-doom, 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 ba-doom. It's helium Monday. That's right. The high point of your week's arrived. Oh, yeah. It's helium Monday with Bob and Tom. That's us, Bob and Tom.
And by golly, is it by God, you can listen to In Minot.
You can.
To KIZZ-FM.
Kiz.
Lucky that doesn't start with a J.
Stop it!
That'd be one hell of a radio station.
Stop it. We'll be coming right back.
It's new Wax Off. Remove old wax and give your car a high gloss shine with Wax Off. Just jerk off the top and spray a smidgen on your vehicle and apply it with vigorous up and down motions.
Dr. Ruth, he kept undressing me with his eyes. Dr. Ruth, can I get pregnant when a man undresses me with his eyes?
Only if he's cockeyed.
Continue.
Yeah.
Put a little extra menthol there on your cigarette.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Haji, put that shaving foam down.
Haji, would you like to give your street address? Maybe that'll help some people contact you after seeing this tape.
Dick.
But the type of people that will be contacting you are medical experimenters, okay?
Dick.
I wonder if they replace his heart with a gallstone, if his body will still work.
This portion of our show is brought to you by Walenda Brothers Coffee. Good to the last drop. New law firm in the news today.
Really?
Yeah, 3 famous attorneys have formed a new law firm.
Oh, really? Who are they?
Gary Hart, Ted Kennedy, and Richard Nixon.
What's it called?
It's called Dickum, Dunkum, and Cheatham.
I wish you wouldn't make fun of Gary Hart anymore.
Why?
The guy, I mean, he was 6 inches away of becoming president. You know what I mean?
Keep it in your pants, Jimmy.
Get on your knees and pray, and when you get a
Woody,
when you get home,
What are we talking about? Woody Hayes. Of course.
So why do they have one of the main thoroughfares for people in that city? Why don't they build
a little
a tunnel or a bridge? Hey, what a great idea! Guy from USAC goes, golly, Earl, that might be a pretty good idea.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Jeff Oskey, Ace Cosby. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studio. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. I'm Chick, and Tom is in Chicago in a hotel room. Hello, Tom.
And I'm trying to remember, we were talking about this news story in which this doctor says that, 70% of men who go to the Oasis concert are likely to have erectile dysfunction. I kind of think that's overstated, but I was sort of asking if any of the erectile dysfunction drugs had ever sponsored a tour, because we do live in the world in which a lot of these tours are sponsored. And, I mean, it would be obvious for the Stones. They could call it the Start Me Up Tour, something like that. But I'm trying to remember which commercial it was. Early on in the early days of the ED medications, I think it was Levitra. Do you remember the one with the tire swing? Yeah. And the tire was swinging from a tree, and the quarterback throws it through the hole?
Sure.
I think Levitra for a time was the co-sponsor of the NFL, I believe. Yeah.
But I just thought that was so funny that it was not all that subtle. I mean, it wasn't like, a hot dog going into a donut hole, but still throwing the football through the tire. Of course, the problem is you also still have to have an eligible receiver.
Yeah.
If you're going for that. You know what I'm talking about, Christy.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
The consensual, if you will. Let's move forward here. What have you got over there, Christy?
An AI-generated band is generating hundreds of thousands of Spotify streams. According to Ars Technica, the band called Velvet Sundown debuted on Spotify this month and has already amassed more than 500,000 listeners. A blurb gives a lengthy description of the band's sound and its formation, but social media users argue that the band, its music, and even its bio all appear to be AI-generated. Among the accusations, the band's social media bio was reportedly changed to read, "Yes, We are a real band and we never use AI, hashtag never AI. But that has been changed again and makes no mention of AI. I have not heard the song from Velvet Sundown. I don't know if we have any excerpt of it.
Sounds like a porno.
Velvet Sundown?
What? Does it?
That sounds like porn to you?
Okay.
Starring Dick Reamer in Velvet Sundown.
Oh, all right.
You'd think it'd be easy to figure out if this band was real or not.
Yeah, you would be able to find out a bio of the band members or, yeah.
I know this is last week, Timberland, the producer, he just signed the first AI rapper to his label. Yeah.
Wow.
How do you sign an AI rapper?
Dude, I don't know,
Who
but
gets
it
the
was on
money?
the news. Probably him, all of it. That's probably a good move.
I mean, this is all
So
over
are
my
the
head.
lyrics written by AI?
I would assume. I mean, if it's all AI generated.
Weird.
It says music, bio, band, everything AI generated.
There's you go to Spotify
For
and
the rapper.
Yeah.
Did they just give the AI topics?
I have no idea. I didn't hear it, Tom. I just saw the headline that he had signed the first AI rapper.
Man.
There's a picture of 4 young men for the Velvet Sundown on Spotify, and the #1 song is Dust on the Wind.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's what it says.
So this has to be a joke.
But Velvet Sundown has come out and said they are not AI, right?
That's what they're saying, but
man, their band photo has that AI quality to it. Where
It certainly does.
Heavily filtered, sort of. Man.
Yeah.
Now let's not get ahead of it. I mean, the most popular song has less than 500,000 listens.
That's of course Dust on the Wind. Yeah.
But you feel bad for them a little bit if they are real people.
Yeah, you do. I mean,
these guys sound so vague and generic. They have to be AI.
Oh man,
Well, I'm looking at their picture, and they've done a really good job of having a little diversity there.
That's a joke, right?
Yeah, who knows?
Pat, do you have a song about this?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah?
AI writes my emails. AI writes my texts.
Yeah, it does.
AI drives my car. AI simulates sex. AI does my taxes. AI rights my wrongs. AI does my girlfriend. Oh, AI wrote the song. AI, oh. Old MacDonald had a farm, and now he's got to go. The corn plants by itself now, machines run all day long. AI took the farmer's job, AI wrote this song. AI is my doctor, AI is my nurse. AI is responsible for this boring second verse. AI did my homework, AI did your mom. So don't go getting mad at me. AI wrote this song. AI, oh. ChatGPT has a country song on the radio. It's got a hee-haw here and a hee-haw there. It's no good, but it's long. Hey, that's my line. AI wrote this song. AI, oh. They took my image and my voice and made a music video. I'm being sued over the copyright. Oh, AI did me wrong. Your Honor, I'm not responsible. AI wrote this song. I know it looks and sounds like me, oh, but AI wrote this song.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Patty G.
And now here is the band in question and the song in question. This is the Velvet Sundown, or just Velvet Sundown, and it's Dust on the Wind. It's generic as the day is long. I know that. It's not bad. No? Yeah, how about that, huh?
Oh.
On the ground.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
Oh.
I mean, it's simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. It reminds me of somebody, but of course it would. I'm with Josh. I feel bad for these guys if they're real and people take the fake.
Right.
What the hell, right?
Wow.
It does seem very 60-ish, though. Yeah.
I don't know enough about AI as to know how they would actually do that.
You would just type
in lyrics, and then they'd press a button, and it would come out in voices.
Now, you wouldn't even have to type in, though. You could just say, hey, compose a song that sounds like a mix of Kansas and
the Flying Burrito Brothers.
Yeah. And the Avett Brothers and yeah. And they'll do it.
This is just the beginning, my friends. We're going to have a lot of
it's
AI.
like an even more high-tech version of the Monkees.
Yeah.
Hey, man, the Monkees had some good songs, man.
They did.
Yeah.
But they were called the Prefab Four because they didn't play the instruments in the early albums. All they did was they sang mostly Mickey, actually, and a little bit of Davy, right, Christy?
Yeah, Davy Jones.
I'm not mocking them. They were great.
Yeah.
Christy's going to slide out of her seat if you keep talking about Davy Jones.
Mickey's still out there touring. He just was here not too long ago and did a great show.
Okay, and I did a little homework with regard to what Jeffrey said. Timbaland unveiled the first non-human artist whose name is Tata, T-A-T-A, the first signee on his label Stage Zero.
Yeah.
So that's apparently an AI-generated rapper. Is that what you're saying?
That's how I understood it.
Man.
Okay, well, we'll see. Is he going to go through the most famous hip-hop topics?
Oh, boy. Buckle up, everybody.
Yep.
Yeah. His first song's called Bitches and Bitches.
Bitches and Hoes. Yeah, right.
You got bitches and whores. Yeah, you got the bitches, whores, and guns. Okay, good. All right, well, let's move on. If you're just joining us, we're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and this is the Bob and Tom program with Christy Lee at the SCAC Insurance News Desk. What's happening?
Well, thank you, Tom. A Wisconsin man identified as Mr. Patch's Magic Beans has been charged with multiple felonies following a crash in Minnesota that injured a construction worker. According to authorities, Mr. Magic Beans, 34, of Heartland, Wisconsin, was allegedly under the influence of hallucinogenic mushrooms at the time of the incident and now faces 2 counts of criminal vehicular operation and 1 count of second-degree controlled substance crime. He spells it, by the way, M-A-G-I-C-K, beans, magic beans.
Like when you go into the court to change your name to that, they should be like, yes, sir, and here's your jail cell because you're just months away.
You're clearly a lunatic on drugs.
Yes.
And we'll just eliminate.
Wow.
What's his first
and
name?
The first name is
Patches.
Patches.
Patches. Here we go.
Patches.
I'm dependent on you, son.
Magic Beans.
Yeah.
To pull the family through.
He injured somebody, distracted. What was he concerned about? Dragons and a beanstalk. What kind of?
He might have been if he was on hallucinogenic mushrooms. We don't know.
Yeah, you shouldn't drive on those things. Ever.
Do they have a way to test for that?
Yeah.
I would think it would have to be a blood test, I would think, that would take time to.
I have no idea. I've never done mushrooms. Jeff?
I mean, I don't even think you need to test. It's pretty obvious when somebody's messed up on
on them.
Really?
Yeah. Pretty much, I hear.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no hiding it.
Well, good luck, Mr. Magic.
That guy's been laughing at his own foot for the last 3 hours.
Take him away.
And now he's attempting to eat a tin can. You think he's on mushrooms?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's Patches.
Oh.
To pull the family through, it's all up to you.
Horrible.
What? I beg your
great
pardon.
artist, though.
Horrible
Amazing.
song.
Amazing song.
No.
Clarence Carter.
The rain came and washed all the crops
I
away.
know. It's a sad,
All
horrible
right.
song.
How does Patches save it? I'm confused.
Because Patches, I'm dependent on your son to pull the family through.
Oh, okay. Takes over the reins of the farm.
And then listen to Slip Away. Do yourself a favor.
Yeah. There you go. Clarence Carter. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Thousands of Norwegians were left heartbroken after they were mistakenly told they'd won the lottery. According to the BBC, they believed they had become millionaires after receiving a notification they had won prizes in the Euro jackpot from the state-owned gambling company Norsk Tipping.
Norsk to Alaska. We're going north.
However, there was an error in
sorry.
There was an error in the conversion from euro cents to Norwegian kroner that caused prize amounts to be excessively high.
I like kroner because it reminds me of the word boner.
Norsk Tipping said several thousand people were affected, but no incorrect payouts were made. By the way, the CEO apologized and then resigned a day later.
Boy, this will be, you can read all about this story in the book, How to Inadvertently Start the Purge.
Doesn't Norsk sound like something a xenophobe would come up? Oh, you know, the Norsk something over there.
Oh, I can't go outside.
It's Norsk out. Yeah. A bunch of Norskies out there. Those filthy Norskies.
Okay, I just found this. It says that the people each thought they'd won $119,000. Wow.
Boy.
And more than several thousand people?
What's that? We didn't win? Well, thanks a lot. I just took a dump on my boss's desk.
Yeah. I burned that bridge, I guess.
Yeah. You have a spatula in a plastic bag?
Yeah, that's not a good thing. Not a good thing. Coming up, we still have to get to our camel milk. By golly, we're going to get to that.
Once again, I'll say it. I'm sticking to it. I don't think camels want to be milked. They want to keep their milk for their babies. I'm not.
Where do they keep their milk? Up in that hump?
Doesn't it sound like that would be some sort of bit that someone... Now, you go into this grocery store and say, where do you keep your camel milk? And see what happens. We thought it would be funny with our hidden cameras. Never mind. Let me tell you about Simply Safe, a system that works to prevent that break-in from ever happening in the first place. Because most security systems, they start hooting and hollering and clanging and banging after somebody's already in your house. That is too late. We use Simply Safe here at the Bob and Tom Studios. Simply Safe has new Active Guard outdoor protection. AI-powered cameras and live monitoring agents detect suspicious activity around your property. If someone's lurking, agents talk to them in real time, turn on spotlights, and even call the police, proactively deterring crime before it starts. No contracts, no hidden fees, and Simply Safe named Best Home Security System of 2025 by CNET. 4 million plus Americans trust Simply Safe, and monitoring plans start about $1 a day, and Simply Safe has a 60-day money-back guarantee. And what a deal we have for you. Just visit simplysafetom.com and claim 50% off a new system with the professional monitoring plan and get your first month free. That's 50% off, first month free. Just go to simplysafetom.com. And remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you, Chick McGee. Coming up, camel milk from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us? Call, text, or email. Get all the contact information you need.
A lion. I've always said, I don't.
Lion?
I would. I know this is crazy that I thought about this.
What now?
I would never go into the wilderness and get and have a lion because they belong.
Right.
That's where they belong. But if somebody maybe they worked at the zoo and there was a lion and it had to live in a house, but it had to be sedated all the time, and I
How
could
about raised
squeeze
from
it.
a cub? I'm raised from a cub and
Yes.
know you. And...
I would love a lion just because they're so cute. I would just bite them all the time. Their face, that little
they
nose.
bite back, believe it or not. Yeah.
You know, and their teeth are bigger.
Nick has raised a very interesting point.
What?
Which is the essence of it, I think you said, just because you like something, you don't have to have it.
Well, I've always been, somewhat controlled by my finances, so there's a lot of stuff that even if I did want, I couldn't have.
Oh, sure.
I mean, I literally, and I have panic attacks. Well, I'll get done with the workout, and I go, I want to go get one of those really nice, $6 smoothies, and I'll think about it for should I treat myself? Am I worth it?
Yes, Nick. You're worth $6.
You know, it says something. You think? I think in my head, I'm probably the only one doing this. Right. I was at Whole Foods, and they had these like expensive lemonades. I don't know how to explain it, but the tops were the type where it had a metal top, and you would pull it open, and it would be a rubber seal like the old days.
Oh, yeah,
and it was like a little bit extra. But I had friends coming in from out of town, and I know this is crazy. I thought it'll look good in the refrigerator, you know. And I was at Whole Foods, and I bought milk in the glass. I wanted it to look, I wanted it to look like my home. It was a home, you know, like my mom's house.
Right.
Yeah. So I walked over and I went to buy it. It was $2 more than regular lemonade. Then I walked away, and then I went back. I went, "What are you doing? You are a full-grown adult, and over $2. Get the goddamn lemonade." Well, it worked, because I'm not kidding you. But the outcome is how I reacted. My sister-in-law was there, and she opened the refrigerator, and I go over. All my brothers are married; their refrigerators are filled with. So she opens up. She goes, "Oh, fancy lemonade." I was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't act like I acted like that's the type I buy."
Totally worth it.
Yeah, totally worth it.
Yeah. As I only half it's there, I left the other half in the Rolls and it's spoiled. I'm having the Rolls Royce fixed.
Well,
that's why I'm driving this.
I would have got the milk in the jug, but my lion ate it. So.
Yeah, my lion likes it out of the glass.
That's right.
Yeah.
We all do weird things.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. This actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
A Swedish sexual rights group unilaterally proclaimed a new English term for what it considers one of the most misunderstood parts of the female anatomy.
Who's this group? I'm sorry.
A Swedish sexual rights group.
Okay.
They want to change the name of the hymen to the vaginal corona.
The vaginal corona?
Corona.
So does that mean it's still
Isn't
there?
that corona?
If there's a lime in it?
What? Corona. Corona, right?
What is
corona?
Isn't that already taken?
Vaginal corona?
No, isn't corona already used in anatomy?
Well, not vaginal corona.
Not vaginally.
You can add the names. But vaginal corona.
Who was upset about the word hymen?
The group hoped the new term would displace the traditional Swedish word for hymen, which is too long and too weird for me to pronounce, which translates literally as virginity membrane, and led to misconceptions about female sexuality.
It's you pronounce that the Phenortner.
The Phenortner?
The Phenortner.
Actually,
I think it's the plug-in vagin.
The Phenortner. The plug-in vagin.
The plug-in vagin.
See,
Come on. Go with the
see
corona.
why I sat on this story for 2 hours?
Come
and I
on
was
now.
worried about
Hyman's classic, like Yankees. You're not going to get rid of that.
But it was.
So this is just the Swedish. They don't want to change the English term. They just want to go. This is just for the Swedish language. So I see.
The Swedish. Are changing.
Because of the guilt associated with.
So it would be
if
as
it
if
breaks before you actually have sex.
So
in case you.
What's the loose translation?
Corona has burst.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really? And
What do you mean, the
how
loose
could that?
So I'm confused. So
And
what's
that
the
could
new
always happen
Swedish word?
Vaginal corona.
But that's English.
I don't know what the Swedish word is.
They're the ones changing it.
I know, but it's hard to pronounce, I guess. Don't
the Swedes with Tiger, don't they have enough trouble right now?
No,
Shouldn't they just be quiet about stuff for a little while?
Yeah, but it's sex over there.
It is, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
They are way ahead of us sexually. I can't argue with that.
Well, I can't wait to see the commercials.
Yeah.
If you get the Corona, they got the one right now where the limes are being. They're playing
the
finger flip football.
Finger flip football with limes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can imagine if all of a sudden there's a hymen involved in that.
The guy's skipping rocks and then he skips his phone.
Do you see the one where the woman and the man are sitting there in the lounge chairs looking out at the ocean, and the girl walks by, and the guy spends a little bit too much time looking at her?
Yeah.
And she squeezes the line. He waits way too long to react. He jumps late.
It's because they're acting.
Good Burger, and Jerry Maguire. All totally free on Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.
For more information about contests on this station, go to Q95.com.
942 Q95. It's the Bob and Thomas Show. Here's Chick. Hey, right now it's your chance to win $1,000. Q95's Money for Summer, brought to you by Indy Decorative Concrete. All you have to do is listen to win at the top of the hour from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And you hear the key word, enter to win at Q95.com. It's Q95's Money for Summer. This hour's keyword continues to be pay. P as in Paul, A-Y. Just go to Q95.com for all the details. And also coming up October 6th at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, it's Adam Sandler and the You're My Best Friend Tour. To qualify to win tickets, go to Q95.com and do your best Adam Sandler impression. Right there into the talkback mic. It might sound like this. Shoo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And you could win tickets to see Adam Sandler. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the SCAC Insurance News Desk.
Hi.
Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Jeff Oskey. Ace Cosby. We're at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. And Tom Griswold in Chicago, Illinois. Hello, Tom.
Testing 1, 2, 3. It's good to be here.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, we got
Joshy,
a
how are you?
Good. Christy, what do we have?
We have a camel milk story finally. We've been promoting it for a week.
Here we go. Camel milk.
Yes, researchers say camel milk could be a healthy alternative to traditional cow's milk, especially for folks with dairy sensitivities like you, Josh.
Oh.
The study
I'm lactose intolerant.
from Edith Cowan University found
That's interesting. I'm just intolerant.
that camel milk may be hypoallergenic when compared to standard cow's milk, making it a potential option for those with allergies or lactose intolerance.
I think it's like poodle milk.
Poodle milk?
Uh-huh. Oh, no, poodles are hypoallergenic. That's right.
Yeah.
So I just assumed their milk would be hypo.
While
I
cow's
think that's a scientific premise.
I think it is, yeah.
While cow's milk dominates roughly 80% of global milk production, camel milk ranks 5th behind.
Is cow's milk number 1?
Cow's milk is number 1.
Number 2, yeah, goat's in there somewhere.
Would be second.
Goat's 3.
Almond.
No,
no.
Almond's not a milk.
Are all these
breast?
No,
Almond isn't milk.
Breast is not in there?
Nope. Cow, buffalo, goat, and sheep, and then camel.
No way.
How
You
about
can get
that?
the milk from
Buffalo
a buffalo?
milk?
That's what it says.
You know what goes with the camel milk?
What?
A chamomile.
You put camel milk in your
You go to the
chamomile?
grocery store, get chamomile.
That's a good way to get camel milk.
Very good. Comedically, that's hilarious.
Was it?
Socially, you've really irritated me. But
Camel milk accounts for just 0.4% of the worldwide supply of milk.
Yeah.
In terms of yield,
Okay,
the
that's
difference is
0.
striking.
Yeah.
no, it's 0.4%.
Dairy cows produce
So
up to
it's not even, it's 4 in 1,000 servings, right?
We tried it. Remember we got it in here a couple years ago?
Did we?
Yeah.
Camel milk?
When we first did the story. And then we...
and it was very expensive, I think.
Dairy cows produce up to 7 gallons of milk a day. Camels average just 1.
Oh, no wonder it's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's healthy. It's healthier than those. It's a good alternative to those cow cigarettes. I think that we were all smoking instead of the
Camel cigarettes?
I see.
For a joke, camel.
Boy, it took me longer than it should have.
Camel cigarettes? I was going to maybe muse that the hump is full of milk, but your camel cigarette angle takes over. Yeah.
Well, it's nice to have camel milk. It pairs well, of course, with sand. As I said earlier, though, I mean, the advantage is they are higher up, so you don't have to bend over to milk them.
Yeah.
But
so if someone offered
I
you,
don't think this is
Tom, some buffalo milk, you'd turn your nose up at it. You wouldn't have it.
It has to taste very similar to cow's milk,
Got
right?
to. Yeah.
It's spicy.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Josh is right. A couple
Comes out
years ago,
red.
we had a similar story, and I remember we went out and got the camel milk.
Yeah.
And it was, as I recall, it was really expensive. Wasn't that the deal?
And we didn't really care for it. Nobody loved it.
A little earthy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Was it?
I don't remember. I probably didn't try it. I'm not a milk drinker.
Me neither.
I love dairy people, and I love butter, and I love sour cream.
You just
and all
hate what
that.
they do and
I
what they
just don't
stand
like
for.
milk.
I see.
That's why her bones are brittle as dust.
That's why she's so tired.
She can barely stand up.
Hey, Tom, real quick, Patch's Magic Beans that we talked about earlier?
The guy that was on hallucinogens. And
I have
highway worker with his careless driving.
I am now following him on Instagram. He is also a professional corn juggler.
Corn juggler?
That's right. He made the front page for juggling corn just a week ago.
Ears of corn, I
Ears of corn.
Not kernels.
That would be much more impressive.
Skill set.
And Patch's Magic Beans looks exactly like what you would think Patch's Magic Beans.
A filthy scumbag.
Oh, yeah, just a real dirt ball.
Yeah.
Even his hair looks high. That's very funny, Pat.
Probably very good with a hacky sack.
Oh, yeah. Here's him stacking stones. He's just dirt ball all around.
But he hurt some guy, right? He hurt a highway worker. What a loser. But I was asking if there's a way for the police to test if someone's on hallucinogens, and I was thinking about this. I think the one way to test them is if the police officer stands in front of the guy and waves his hands in circles, and the guy goes, "Cool trails, man."
Yeah, that's a pretty good.
Have them watch Two Broke Girls. If they laugh, they're high. Very high.
Even the highest would have trouble.
Yeah.
Now, Christy, you say that you don't like milk, and yet you do eat ice cream, of course.
Of course. And I like yogurt. I like all the products. I just don't drink milk.
Chocolate milk?
Chocolate milk, I do.
Yeah, okay.
I grew up on chocolate.
What do you have with milk
That's
and
why
cookies?
I was a fat. Huh?
You're a fat?
Oh, yeah. I was a
What about milk?
fat.
You don't like milk and cookies?
No.
Huh.
I like the cookies, but no, I don't
Did you
drink
ever
them.
try?
Dunk your Oreos?
No, I have never dunked an Oreo.
Did you ever try your own breast milk?
Nope.
Not even a little?
Nope. I was not interested.
I tried my son's.
Now?
You tried your son's breast milk?
The breast milk for my son.
Okay.
When he was a baby.
Yeah.
It's a bit, it's sweet. It's like a sweet cream.
Oh, really?
type
Did you
taste.
get it fresh from the tap or?
No, from the bottle. Like when you tested it to,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
make sure it's not too hot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it didn't taste bad.
You didn't say, "Let me suck the milk out of that teat."
I wouldn't.
No.
If it tasted bad, babies wouldn't drink it.
Right. But it does have a weird smell like later. You know how you ladies leak throughout the day, kind of?
Yeah.
Like that smell of spoiled milk is absolutely hideous.
I had a question.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on?
I lost about half that, so I'm sorry. All I heard was something about Oskay having a milk mustache from breast milk from his girlfriend.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Are they still doing that Got Milk? I thought that was a terrific ad campaign.
The milk mustache thing, right?
I think it ended after they had Monica Lewinsky do it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That puts a nice cap on our camel milk discussion. Thank you very much. Do we have time for one more story?
I don't know. I don't know how much time we have left, but I'll do one more.
All right.
A UK train station hired a bird of prey to combat its pigeon problem. SWNS reports Oscar the Hawk and his handler are set to visit London.
How you doing? I'm
Houston
Oscar.
Once a week for pigeon patrol.
This is my handler.
Oscar will serve as a deterrent for the birds, which have been roosting, nesting, and feeding in areas used by passengers. Station staff say they've already noticed fewer pigeons thanks to Oscar. So we'll have to wait and see if that works.
Is he murdering them?
Yeah.
I don't know how he's scaring them off. But
Oscar's a hitman for pigeons.
Yes.
It does seem kind of gruesome, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or maybe just the threat of the
doesn't-
hawk scares the pigeons away.
Well, they see him take out a few, and then they realize it's time to split.
Yeah, we got to get out of here.
Have you seen this new thing, John? I've seen it with fishing. They have these new things that hook on your hat, and they're gigantic dragonflies.
Yeah, they keep them
that bounce around. They're supposed to keep the bugs away.
Yeah, and apparently they work.
What?
They look so silly, and they're even like, "Hey, look, well, we know how silly this is, but they will keep the mosquitoes away.
No Are you serious?
Yes, these giant. It's this sort of premise.
Yeah, they're like on a spring, so they bounce around on your hat like they're flying.
They look like giant. I mean,
they look real.
Yeah,
like a
remember those
grasshopper?
almost like those balsa wood little airplanes you would
Yeah.
get.
Oh, yeah.
They're kind of like that big.
Yeah, they're
Just hang
huge
on your hat.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Apparently they work in this same way. The hawk will keep the pigeons away.
Yeah, it scares the
All right.
mosquitoes.
Hey, Tom,
Okay.
you back home tomorrow? You're going to be in the studio? Is that
Yeah.
what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
okay.
best of luck today at the passport office.
Yep, good luck. And we'll be back tomorrow
thank
morning. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show, sponsored in part by Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of
my
the Bob and
best
Tom
friend's
Show.
husband has it up in Canada. He says
O'Reilly
it's
Auto
working
Parts can help
perfect
take the
up on the
guesswork
way.
out of your check
Yeah.
engine, ABS,
And
or
any
maintenance
mosquitoes.
light with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. O'Reilly Veriscan can identify the most likely problem with just one scan. If you need help, O'Reilly Auto Parts can recommend a shop for you. Don't ignore a check engine, ABS, or maintenance light. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today. A free service.